gravity pull and it keeps me awake. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. The memories fade, it's easing my mind. I can finally breathe when I'm closing my eyes. I never realized what I just could do, but now I know I'm better off
Esports
with.
versus GG Esports on the red side and Ducker on the blue side. This is the 1-0 brackets going on live in this tournament, and this is going to be a best of one match. So, everyone join into the stream, like and subscribe, and we have three more matches after this in the 1-0 bracket. So, stay tuned for those matches as well. Let's start with the draft. We have the Fanny ban and the Matilda ban. Well, the Fanny has been a staple ban, of course, alongside Soyu and what is that? Sometimes the Julian gets banned, but yeah, Soyu, Fanny, and Alpha are the staple bans in the jungle right now. And Team GG Esports have decided to ban the Matilda. Well, of course, Matilda can provide a lot of mobility. Dakar Esports, what do you ban if you're Dakar Esports right now, by the way? Do you ban a Granger, which is really viable in the gold lane? Do you ban the Khalid, Hylos, Hilda, like those EXP roam? Oh, we can have the Jushin ban as well because when we talk about mages, the Jushin and the Sicilian and the Luoi as well, they're pick or ban heroes. And sometimes we can see a Valentino or Farsa as well. But yeah, now we have the Joy ban. Joy is certainly a really effective jungler as well, especially against the Joy is very effective, especially against the enemy backline. Can go with his beats and just melt down enemies, after hitting level 4. And his jungle clear is pretty fast as well. So yeah, sensible ban there. There's actually a lot of heroes to ban, so you can like go for jungle bans, like or the marksman bans. There hasn't been a proper marksman being banned yet. There's been no marksman ban as of now. We might see another jungle ban, maybe a mage ban. If it's a mage ban, obviously Sicilian or Luo, yeah, I guess. And if it's a gold lane ban, it can be a Bruno or Granger ban. If it's a jungle ban, it's a Suyu ban. Of course, there we go. Alpha is still open. Maybe ban Alpha or the other, like, Roam, EXP kind of heroes. Now, GG Esports, they have their last ban, and team, the blue side, they're gonna pick GG Esports cannot ban uh, they have to ban all the meta heroes because Dakar Esports, they're on the blue side, they're gonna have the first pick. As I said, the Granger is gonna get picked off, and Dakar Esports are gonna have their first pick. So there's definitely a lot of prior heroes still open. We have the Lucas open as well, by the way. Really annoying to face against in the EXP lane, and overall has a really high spell bump, especially in the beast form. It can get really annoying, especially if you are a Lucas main as well. So if you're a Lucas main, you're gonna be taking getting your hands on the Lucas as fast as possible. As I said, the Lucas is gonna get picked. It's not a very difficult strategy. You can already see that, and obviously Sicilian for the mage. Maybe a marksman pick, maybe another like Khalid, Hylos, or Hilda pick. There's so many heroes open right now. We have to see and what way this draft turns out. Sicilian is special effective in the late game, so yeah, GG Sports did really well securing the Sicilian. And Lucas is really good early game as well. We have the Phoevius. I think the Phoevius can deal pretty decent against the Lucas, although I'd prefer someone like a CC or maybe someone who can out rotate the Lucas. But still, Phoevius is really solid, especially in team fights as well. And as I was saying, that Phoevius is gonna get picked for Team GG Esports, and Hayabusa in the meanwhile is gonna get picked for Dr. Esports. So yeah, Hayabusa and the Hylos is also gonna get picked. As I said, guys, Hylos, Hilda, Khalid, you don't want to give these heroes away. They're very, very versatile. You can't even say whether they're gonna go to the EXP or Rome. But since the Lucas is already being picked, we can see the Hylos in the Rome. Definitely. And with that, the Hayabusa is also going to be picked from Dakar Esports. So a lot of early game intentions, early game like team fight skirmishes for Dakar Esports. They're going to take full advantage of that. And the Hayabusa as well, which fares up really well, is going to be handy against the Sicilian. Elsewhere on the red side, GG are going to lock in for the Grok. Grok is brilliant for engaging, counter engaging, disengaging, and also very good against CC and stuns. So yeah, I think it's a decent pick, but the issue with the Grok is it can easily get poked, so we'll have to watch out for that. Coming in, we have a Luoi ban, of course. They still about yet to make pick a mage, Team Dakar Esports. So GG are gonna ban a mage in the form of Luoi. Talking about open mages, we still have the Farsa. That's a possible pick. Talking about Team GG's ban now, what do they lack? Maybe a marksman ban in the form of Bruno, or I don't know, maybe a jungle. Jungle or marksman are the viable bans. I can see like an alpha or like a Bruno ban. Maybe alpha ban, yeah, of course. Alpha is gonna get banned. And alongside the alpha, we can see actually Team GG are gonna ban now, and marksman is still open for the taking. The Bruno is still open for the taking. Um, they still need a
Yeah,
mage, so maybe just ban the Aurora. Okay, not a bad ban. Like Aurora, we don't see it. Aurora get like pick. It's an like above average mage, like in terms of common or meta mages is very above average. But like yeah, Farsa, Luoi, Sicilian, Jushin, they're just on top tier right now.
and of
Speaking
course,
of that, we have the last ban.
you cannot
Hmm?
forget about the crowd control abilities of the Aurora that it brings. It can shut down the entire team fight by just one frigid glacier. So, because of that potential, the Aurora ban here looks very, very necessary for their side. And looking at the other side, let's see what they decide to ban out. The enemy does not have a gold laner or a jungler yet, so we might be seeing another jungle ban. Or do you think carry might be coming in this time? Okay, it's a Claude actually, so I'm not really sure why they banned the Claude here. What do you think?
Yes, welcome, Fredo. You just like witnessed the pretty standard draft, I would say, and the Claude is being banned. Definitely very viable Claude because actually Claude, once his mana has been removed, he's like a really menace. Even early game, he doesn't have to worry about like the demon shoes or anything like that. Doesn't have to go on the common emblem. Just go marksman emblem and shred down from the early game itself.
Yep. And because of that, I do feel like it will be a little bit more tough, to win out the Claudia. But the thing is, they could have picked up the Claude for themselves to counter the Sicilian. So I'm not really sure why they have decided to ban the Claude out here. But along with that, let's see what they pick up here. It's going to be the Axborg being being picked up here by Team GG. So the enemy lineup of Team GG, it's looking very, 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 very tanky, very, very strong in terms of lane clearing, in terms of damage, in terms of team fighting ability. Team GG are definitely looking much stronger because, as we all know, the X-Borg can take a sustained team fight, whereas the Hayabusa is like he has to just dive in, dive out of those team fights. He cannot really sustain enough, in the team fight. So if the team fight goes long, there's a high chance that Team GG will come out on top. But talking about sustained damage, we can see the marksman here in the form of this carry being picked up. And along with that, I would have really liked to see a Xavier, but here they'll be going with the Vixana.
Definitely, Xborg Hyper is not something. Xborg in the jungle is not something you see very often, but we're seeing something like creative coming in from GG Esports. Definitely the carry as well. The carry has recently been buffed, and the attack speed and the damage is like just on another level right now. It's actually a very good pick because, as you said, Team GG is extremely tanky, and carry can like shred them to pieces with the right setup and with the right positioning. Elsewhere, we have the Nathan being picked by Team GG Esports, and we also have the Valentina being picked. So we have the Kadita being picked actually. So this is a pretty what should I say? Not the usual draft, but yes, it's still pretty solid, and we have to see how the match turns out. GG is pretty much bulky, and I still think Team Dakar Esports are gonna have a advantage on the rotation phase of the game.
Definitely, they might be having a slight advantage because, I mean, they do have the Hylos on their side, and he has a bit of movement speed boost. Of course, along with that, on the other side, you do have the Grok as well. So both the roamers have pretty decent, mobility in terms of their roaming potential. But along with that, in the EXP lane matchup, is going to be the Lucas up against the Phobias. So both of these heroes, as we all know, are really strong in this patch. One of the strongest EXP laners going up against each other. Let's see which one comes out on top because I have never witnessed the Lucas in the tournaments before. This is the first time that I'm seeing the Lucas on a show. So I'll be really curious to see in the tournament how does a Lucas actually perform. And that too up against a Phobias, which is considered to be the king of EXP in the current meta. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're into Prime X Brook Showdown here. Today, the match is going to be between Team GG and Team Duckers Esports. Both of the teams looking to take the victory because it's a best of one, and that is why you cannot afford to lose out. You have to give your best here. And with that, it's your boy Fredo casting alongside your boy Venom. Venom, tell me about this lane matchup. I'm really curious to know what are your opinion about this.
Yeah, so having played Lucas as well, I can tell that Phoebus can actually hold him on pretty well in the lane. But talking about rotation, I think Lucas can clear the lanes faster, and the standard rotation, Lucas is going to be slightly faster because he can abuse his demon forms as well. The more you hit your enemies, the more easily your passive fills out. And he has a lot of spell vam. He has like really underrated spell vam. It doesn't look like it's much, but if there's like a lot of enemies and minions surrounding, he can easily take control over your like nemesis laner.
Yeah, definitely, he can take control of the lane, but for now, look at that carry getting zoned out by the Nathan. And that is why he'll be missing one of those cannon minions, which carries the goal that he needs. But now Hayabusa wants to go in for a dive. I'm not really sure about that gameplay there. And now he might be in trouble. It will be actually the Vixana who is in trouble. Decides to flicker away. But it's still not enough. Okay, it's enough to escape that. But now it seems like the X-Borg is the one who might be in trouble. The wall from the Grok is perfect. And now it will be the first blood secured by the X-Borg. But there goes the Sicilian who went down as well into the hands of the Hylos. On the EXP
Yes,
lane
and
though,
elsewhere,
you see that the Lucas has went down.
exactly. I was about to come to that. The Lucas just went down, and the Phoebus got him on a slither of the HP left. I don't think the neither the Lucas or the Phoebus hit level 4 back then, but yeah, the Phoebus just hit level 4, and yeah, you can't mess with you can't use Lucas unless you're properly level 4 and you're like using your beast form. So can't blame him much. You need to play a bit safe, but now we can see the turtle fight, the turtle spawning up. Lucas just got level 4, and we might have a skirmish here. There's a wall from the Grok, and the Grok is still trying to zone out the enemies. Maybe get the Vexana, but no, we have the bad Impact onto the turtle, but
Oh,
Xborg is gonna get the red tree, and we have the uh, Eye of Eternal Eye, and it looks like it's gonna be a disengage, but the Grok is still trying to get into the Phoebus, and the Grok taking in the Vexana, and the Vexana is gonna fall as well.
a pretty decent engage, I would say, coming in from Team GG. And now the Hayabusa inside his own jungle area getting forced out of the situation. It's a proper stun coming in, and the Hayabusa really low. Last Insanity will take him down, but there goes the Hylos. Will be able to punish the Phobias for overextending, and now the Grok might be going down, but he's able to dodge all those skills coming in. But finally, the Lucas able to take a kill there, and now they will be able to make a retreat. But in that fight, it definitely went into the favor of Team GG, and they have a decent goal lead right now that they can capitalize on.
Yeah, the goal lead is like almost 2K we can say, and it's like the scorecard says 3-6 in favor of Team GG Esports. We're on the red side, and looking at the rotation right now, it looks like there's gonna be a gank on the top lane. We'll have to wait and watch, but the Hylos is gonna hold on to his glorious pathway for now, and the carry, of course, is just doing the basic attacks, and the X-Borg is really good for poking. The highest glorious pathway is going to be used
Oh,
defensively inside his own turret, and Bat's Impact, Bat's Feast is going to be used on the Hylos, but the Hylos is too tanky to fall to the Bat's Impact, and we're going to have another disengage. But wait, look at the Lucas, he's pretty low. Is he going to survive? If the Phoebus, that's the spell vamp I was talking about, by the way, but the Phoebus is going to come out on top, I think.
oh,
That was really close, man.
yep, now there comes the Oogie Shadow kill, and finally the Phobius will be punished for being out of position. But there comes the Grok. He does have the wall. Okay, but it's not enough to take down the Lucas. But of course, that was decent enough of decent amount of damage that he did there. And now there goes the Hayabusa. He does not have the Oogie Shadow kill. He already used it up to kill the Phobius, and that is why the Sicilian will survive. Glorious Pathway has been used as well. So that is a very useful resource wasted right there by the Hylos for nothing.
Yes, and maybe we're gonna see a potential wild charge coming in. Yeah, wild charge has been
Oh,
connected, but it's not gonna be useful. It flickers out of the way. And the Hylos is gonna be taken away by the Xborg and the Nathan as well. Yes, and that's it. We have a turtle, but two of the members of Team Ducker Esports are gonna fall. So I think it's gonna go to the favor of GG.
yep, a really, really good show of gameplay there. Of course, they did lose somewhat, but yeah, they did have a good return for that loss. And with that, right now the goal lead standing at almost 3K. And the glorious, I mean the Grok actually doing a pretty decent job. The Hayabusa not able to use his retribution on time because of that wild charge. He was stunned there, and the Xbox was able to make the retribution count. But now it seems like a dive might be coming in any time, but they are not really sure if they should go in or not. And it feels like they have decided not to go in.
Yes, we can see both of the teams have all of their ultimates, all their resources up, but maybe we're gonna see a final insanity from Xborg, and yes, that's gonna connect onto the Hylos. The Hylos is gonna fall elsewhere. The Lucas is pushing the mid lane. The mid lane is gonna be picked, and looking at the Phoebus and Lucas as well, Lucas is really high up on the mid lane. He might have to be careful. He can disengage now, but wait, looking at the Hayabusa and the Sicilian, shadows connecting onto the Sicilian, and the Sicilian is gonna fall to the OEG shadow kill, and likewise the Xborg is gonna fall to the Lucas as well. So this is a two kills for none in favor of Team Ducker Esports.
Well, Dakar Esports showing that you might be better at team fights, but we can do the pickoffs right. And that's why they were able to get 2 kills in the enemy jungle area. Really good show of gameplay. They're coming in from Dakar Esports. They know that they will not be winning those team fights. That's why they're prioritizing taking the pickoffs. And right now we can see another pickoff might be happening here, but Nathan dealing a lot of damage. Vengeance has been popped by the high loss, but the carry will be able to escape.
Oh,
Wild charge coming in as well. The wall has been set up, but it's not enough to stop that carry from running away. And there comes the infernal pursuit onto the high loss. The high loss might be able to escape, but he'll go down into the hands of the Sicilian. The bat impact taking him down.
yes, the score is right now 7-10 in favor of GG Esports, and I'd say the farm difference is like 1K in favor of GG, but it's pretty even. We can see like Ducker Esports got the upper hand in the last team fight, and GG Esports they responded pretty well actually and got the kill back. So we'll have to see what happens. The turtle is gonna be free. Turtle retribution is gonna be used from the X-Borg, and we can see that even turret-wise, the difference is not
Oh,
much. But wait, we have a team fight brewing up. The glorious pathway is gonna be used, but we have the Phoebus getting onto
oh,
the Team Dakar Esports, and the Nathan is gonna fall, and the Phoebus as well to the Lucas. That was the spell vamp. That was the damage I was talking about in the beast form. The Lucas is literally a beast. You cannot stop him in his beast form. You have to disengage, especially because he gets a ton of spell vamp and a lot of damage when there's a lot of enemies clustering around him.
oh. I'm not really I've not really read all that in detail, so maybe I don't really know much about the Lucas right now. But of course, seeing him performing, hearing you talk about this, I definitely feel like the Lucas is a hero worth banning in this meta. Hayabusa trying to use the shadows to make sure he takes a mark onto the Sicilian, but he misses out on it. But yeah, that should be enough to buy some time for the Lucas to clear those lanes and get back to the base. And talking about let's take a look at the items right now. If we can take a look at the items, we can figure out which team and how much gold difference is each member having. I do feel like the Nathan is already on his way to the Holy Crystal, and if he gets that, he will be able to deal a lot more damage. But of course, only time will tell which team comes out on top because it all comes down to the execution of those team fights. And it seems like one is brewing up because the first Lord is coming up in quite some time. Hayabusa with a wild charge again. My goodness, this Grok does not fail to prioritize the Hayabusa with his wild charge.
Absolutely, but right now he doesn't have his wild charge, so the Hylos is gonna use his glorious pathway, and we can see the Lucas just diving in into the backline without any fear. Last Insanity while was being used on the carry, but he's gonna fall to the OEG shadow kill of the Hayabusa, and similarly Lucas is gonna get shut down by the Phoebius, and now the Hylos is pretty low on health. Are they gonna catch up to the Hylos? No, the Grog doesn't have his world charge yet, and the Bat's impact, the Bat's feast is on cooldown as well. But wait, the Grok is going to use his walls. But is the Hayabusa going to engage with his shurikens? Is the shuriken damage going to be enough? But elsewhere, you can see Phoebe is trying to jump in onto the Vexana, but it's not going to be enough because Team
Oh,
Ducker Esports have wait. Wild Charge being used again. Wild Charge being used again. But the Phoebius stopping the Hylos in his tracks. And Hayabusa with the shadows, with the shurikens, gets onto the Nathan. And he's going to blink out well. But there's a potential engage again by the Phoebius. Phoebius is pretty low. The Phoebius is still jumping on while the carry gets picked on by the Sicilian. Lucas, however, gets the Phoebius. The Phoebius is still standing still, but not for long, I guess, because the Lucas is on its tail, and the Phoebius is just gonna survive somehow elsewhere. Like Vexana is pretty low on the mid lane, so they're both gonna disengage. And wow, man, what a fight that was!
yep. A prolonged fight that we all hoped for because both the teams have a lot of heroes that can take those sustained team fights, especially because of the availability of so much HP and so much spellvamp, like you said, especially the Lucas able to sustain those team fights way too long as compared to the other counterparts that we are seeing on the enemy side. And with that, the first Lord of the game already up, and Natan seems to be working his way onto it. And the enemy team is completely unaware. But now the Hylos will be scouting out the area. Let's see if Duckers Esport decide to make a move onto the Lord.
Yeah, looks like the Hylos is just gonna use his glorious pathway defensively to just escape from the poke damage of the Xborg. The Xborg is actually really good against the Hylos specifically, even if he's not the best of the hypers to be picked right now in the meta, but it counters the Hylos really well. Not doesn't
Ooh.
counter the Hayabusa really well, but it's still effective once he gets his immortality, which he already has right now. We can see the carry just picking up his golden staff. Yeah, so the carry is gonna do even more damage now, especially onto the tanky enemies because golden staff deals HP base damage. So yeah, that's we're gonna see the carry, especially like talking about the carry and the native. There haven't been much in the action, the gold laners. It's been like the EXP laners are running the show right now, looking at their stats as well. So we might see a late game shift in the game. The whole dynamic might change, but yeah, let's see what happens.
Of course, we are waiting for the power spike of the Natan and the carry to come online because both of these heroes, as we all know, is not the meta of any other role, is the meta of the goal laners. Even in the M6 series, we did see how the goal laners were dominating the show. And even right now, after all the updates, it's still going to be okay. Look at that, Natan and Xborg working their way onto the Lord already. Hayabusa completely aware, and look at that, Natan takes the Lord away on his own. There comes the wild charge. Will it be enough? Yes, to take down the Hylos. But how long can this Lucas keep fighting? My goodness, spell vamp is insane. Hayabusa will be using the shadows to get away though. And on the other side, we can see the carry taking a trade on the opposite side of the map with that turret and some of the farm that he got.
Oh
Oh my
no.
god. Back impact totally demolishes the Lucas even in his beast form.
Absolutely. That's because the Lucas, with the Sicilian. That's the biggest issue. If you want to go up against the Sicilian, you have to make sure that you just get some dash. Like Hayabusa is really good against the Sicilian, so the Lucas you cannot stay at the distance. And we can see Hayabusa just dashing in and out with his shadows previously. And yes, let's see what shape this team fight takes in.
Yep, the Lord marching down the bottom side, and it will be an easy defend. They get but look at that. Bad impact coming in from the Sicilian is enough to take down the Hylos. But Hayabusa makes his way into the back lines, and he'll be able to take down the Sicilian. Xborg still pushing down from the top lane side. It seems like they're not unaware, but okay, finally there comes the response. They're recalling back, but now Hayabusa, Sky Piercer will be triggered, and he'll receive a godlike onto his hands, taking down the Grok. And now it's only the X-Borg, the sole member left from the enemy side. And okay, the Nathan does not fail to respawn in time, but now will he be able to take down the carry? The carry really low. The burst damage of Nathan is clearly showing that it's better than the carry's DPS damage.
Absolutely, Nathan with his with his ulti, he can easily melt down the carry. I don't know why the carry was trying that, but we have a shadow kill onto the Nathan, and it's gonna be successful. The shadow kill, usually when there are a lot of teammates around, it gets distributed, but the Nathan should have actually stuck to his teammates. He went to the base, he went to the Nexus, and it actually didn't spread, so it was an obvious kill. So yeah, that was really well executed from the Hayabusa.
Yep, and a poor execution from the Nathan. Of course, poor communication, you can say, like you said. And of course, with that, let's see though. It's going to be the second Lord. It's not, is it the second or the third? I think it's the third. Or is it the
Yes, it's the
second?
third Lord.
Yep, the third Lord,
Oh,
right? The third
my
Lord
ball.
coming up anytime soon, and both the teams seem to be preparing the resources for that. I mean, look at all those green lights on your screen. So that is the sign that all of these people they're all ready to take a team fight right now, and Hayabusa just clearing that far lane to maintain the pressure on the opposite lane side before the jungle fight actually happens. But it seems like Lucas might be a little bit overextending there. The Sicilian and Natan can actually go for this Lucas positioning, but I don't know why. They are not really ready to commit onto the Lucas, even with the positioning that they have, because the Hayabusa is pushing down the top lane. And now,
Oh,
look at that. There might be a backdoor happening. This is really getting really interesting. The Hayabusa is still pushing. Nobody's recalling yet. Hayabusa is already making his way to the base.
Grok has
But okay,
recalled. Wait. Oh, okay.
only the Grok. Only the Grok. My goodness. I almost thought it could have been a backdoor, and now look at that. They will be able to get this lot easily.
Look at the Hayabusa, man.
Oh, almost got that focus
Oh,
there.
wild
Look at
charge.
that wild charge again onto the Hayabusa. How many times will this Grok trouble the Hayabusa with his wild charge? I don't really know. But every time he gets him, something happens to the Hayabusa. And with that, Lord has been secured, and they will be marching down Lord will be marching down the top lane side. Let's see if Team GG can make a defense happen.
Yeah, like looking at the early game as well, GG were like a bit susceptible, but now it looks like they're in complete control of the match, especially from the mid to late game phase. And Team GG was in control, but the team right now, Team Ducker Esports are doing way better because they got like most of their turrets. One inhibitor is standing in the mid lane, and the only problem they're having is the Hayabusa falling to the Grok's wild charge most of the times. The only demerit of Team Ducker Esports, I would say the Hylos you can see is 279, and I've been noticing he's getting poked a lot by the Xborg and the Sicilian, and now he's gonna get further poked.
Oh,
Lucas is gonna get poked by the Nathan, and
4v1
I think he's gonna
situation.
fall. It's not
Importantly is
gonna be
popped.
easy dealing against so much damage. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for the Lucas for now.
Yep, 4v1 situation, immortality being popped off as well, and he will not be able to survive even with that. But now there comes the Hayabusa. He's still dealing a lot of damage. I don't really know what that was. But of course, we can ignore it because he has been able to pop off the armor at least. But yeah, he could have done better with that. He could have saved that Oogie Shadow kill for a more important purpose, but he used that just to get rid of the Xbox shield. But of course, now look at that carry. Nathan seems to be unaware of the presence of the carry, and carry will be able to get a kill onto the Nathan.
Damn.
And now they can look for the opening. Let's see though if they're able to make the best out of this trade. I mean, sorry, out of this kill which they just secured.
Yeah, I was just following the last shuriken that was following Nathan, and it hit him, and the 1% HP that Nathan had was already gone. And like you
Oh,
said, the Hayabusa could have definitely, yeah, now he's gonna have his OG shadow kill, but it's gonna be more of a defensive one because the Phoebus is on his ult. I thought he was gonna save that for his for the Sicilian and the Nathan, but just to get rid of the armor was a bit
Oh,
susceptible, but we have the glorious path away now. The Bat's impact is too much for the carry because it's already late game now. The damage from Bat's impact is gonna be way higher, and now the backline by Hayabusa, it doesn't have a shadow kill though. We have to remember just the shuriken that can do any damage, and Grog doesn't have his wild charge either. No bats feasts either. So most of the resources are
oh.
down, except the vengeances. But wait, the Hylos is getting popped to the abyss, and the last insanity is gonna get him. Now we have the Lucas coming in, like the brave Lucas. He doesn't fear anything, but the one thing you might fear is the Sicilian at range, because once you get close, it's pretty much difficult for the Sicilian.
Yep, but now look, the Hayabusa, he's working onto the X-Borg. X-Borg immortality is popped off along with the shield. So now it's not really I mean, it's safe to say that they can actually go for this Lord contest right now, but it seems like the Hayabusa has other plans. He wants to go for his red buff first. And the X-Borg as well, he wants to build up his shield and armor before he goes in. Look at that, wild charge connecting again onto the Hayabusa. But this time the carry is there to support him, and that is why the Hayabusa will be able to survive that, and Grok will fall down. Retribution though is not coming in from both the junglers. It will actually be the carry who will be taking that Lord. And with that, there might be disengage coming in, but look at
Oh
the
my
Hayabusa with his
god.
shadows, able to take a kill onto the Sicilian. X-Borg might go down as well. There is the Sky Piercer getting triggered. Natan completely out of position, and there's no way he's surviving this. King is going down into the hands of the Queen of the Light Wheels called Carry. Will be Shadow Kill being used? My goodness, that damage is nothing to that Phobius.
Man, this Hayabusa is running the show out, and we might be looking at the potential end game because it just the base is gone. We have the first game already. It was a best of one match, and Team Ducker Esports technically they have made a comeback because they're losing in the early game especially, and in the mid game they picked up and they did really well, especially the Hayabusa getting the origin shadow kills, and the Hylos kind of got picked on, but the Lucas was there for the rescue, and the carry is there always for the late game. So well done to Dakar Esports. They advanced on to the 2-0 brackets, and this was game number one. It was your host Venom along with Fredo, and we will meet you in the next match. Stay tuned.
Aizen, Michael.
From the forge of creation,
Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I get up, I'm in need of us too. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on. On and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. On and on and on.
prepare yourself. Not today.
In your eyes or your body, you don't have to tell me you don't care. I just need you to hold me. I just need you to show me anything. Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I get up, I'm in need of us too. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on. On and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. On and on and on. It goes.
Feel the gravity pull and it keeps me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. memories fade, it's easing my mind. And I can finally breathe when I'm closing my eyes. Never realized what I just could do, but now I know I'm better off without you. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all.
Not today.
I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
From the forge of creation, I am the bastion of order. A sentinel protects above all else. Prepare yourself. Not today, mystery.
me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. Memories fade, screams in my mind. I can finally breathe when I'm closing my eyes. Never realized what I just could do. Now I know I'm better off without you. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing. Taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
A sentinel protects above all else. Jet punch!
On the blue side and on the other side, what's the name of the other team?
Phoenix.
Yep, Team Phoenix and Team.
Yes, guys. So this is me, Venom, and along with me, your co-caster, Fredo. So both of us, we did the first game, and you could see like what like the intensity of these battles we have in this Primex Brook Showdown. So guys, you have to tune into the tune into the live stream and check. This is the second match of the day. This is the 1-0 bracket. It's Team Manipur on the blue side versus Phoenix on the red side. So we can see the Sicilian already being banned. And well, how do you see the draft going? Is it going to be similar to the last game?
Yeah, I it might be similar, but of course the teams are different, so we might be seeing a different approach coming in from both the teams. But yeah, let's not deny that both of these teams are also aware of the meta right now. So we might be seeing a Lucas coming in, we might be seeing a Phobius come in, Carry, Grog, Hayabusa, all those heroes that we saw in the previous game could be coming into play in this game as well. But for now, we're looking at pretty standard bans happening. If Matilda and Sicilian have been taken out of the picture, but of course, the Joy, the Fanny, of course, Fanny users, very rare in the entire community. But of course, look at that. Like I said, Fanny has got banned out immediately. So that means there is a pressure right now on both the teams to pick up a good jungler to dominate the jungle area. Of course, in terms of retribution battles and all that. But let's see which hero do they go with for their jungle role. It could be the Alpha, it could be the Bane as well, because fighter junglers are also a very good option. But not to mention about the Granger and Harriet, which have been performing so good in the Golden in this season. What do you think about that?
I agree on the Granger and Harriet, and there are so many EXP roamers as well, like Hilda, Hylos, and Hilda, the Hylos, and the Khalid as well. But honestly, like Team Phoenix banned the Yuzong, as you were saying that, and I don't know about this because there are way you just get 10 bans and 5 bans per team. So yes, Zushin is actually a sensible ban, but if you take out the Yuzong, you're already like down by 1 ban. There are like more important heroes to ban, and you don't have the second pick. The Granger is open, the Joy is open. Like Team Phoenix banned the Yuzong, and now there is like a huge opportunity for Royal Manipur to go for all the meta picks right now for their first pick.
Yeah, they could take damage dealers into their side, and look at that. They have left the Granger open, so there is a high chance that Team Manipur can pick up the Granger for themselves. But let's see if they do that, or do they go with some of their heroes? Because as a first pick, you want to pick up a hero that is either flexible or which will complement the rest of your picks which are coming up. So if you pick up a Granger, then you do give the option to the other side to pick up heroes like the Hylos, the Lolita, even the Gatot Kacha for that reason. But yeah, with that, they'll be locking in the Granger. But let's see what the reply comes in from the other side. Team Phoenix have the option to pick up two for themselves. What do they go with? Let's find out.
Yes, we can see they're hovering over the Akai, but they're gonna go for the Lolita. The Lolita shield is very, very effective against the Granger's Rhapsody and that Sonata, of course, and the Clint is gonna be locked in. I was I was almost expecting maybe a Beatrix play, but yeah, Clint can fare up decently well against the Granger, but right now the Granger is so overpowered that the only hero that counters it properly is Irithel in the gold lane, and the Harith is already taken out. So the Clint will have a little tough time, but I think eventually, if you're a skilled marksman user, you can like overcome like the meta deficit at some point of the game. But yes, it's a team game. It's a 5v5 game. We'll have to see what happens in the big team fights. Basically, even in mages, we have the yeah, there we go. We have the Khalid being picked. Khalid, Hylos, Hilda, Gatot, all of these are like really good heroes. And did you notice this time the Lucas wasn't being banned and it isn't being picked either?
I I do understand that Lucas has not been picked. Maybe they do not really have any players who can play the Lucas yet. Of course, it's a new hero. It has just been released, so the mechanics, it takes some time to understand the gameplay, the nature of gameplay that you need to have with this kind of heroes. So maybe that is why we're not really seeing a Lucas in the scene yet. But the Granger and the Hayabusa have been locked in as the damage dealers for the side of Team Royal Manipur. Along with that, they have taken the Khalid as their roamer. The Khalid is a very, very good roamer, but of course, it does have its own pros and cons. You can you can have very good mobility, but of course the crowd control not the best, I would say. Of course you can provide a setup, but you need to connect it well enough. And heroes like Chow, which can lock down a target, can easily counter this Khalid because he does not really have those dashes like other heroes, and that is why the Khalid might be getting countered here. But of course it's going to be a Suyo up against the Hayabusa for the jungle.
Yes, Team Phoenix are gonna lock in the Suyu. As I said, like there are not many meta. Okay, there's a Sun ban apparently. Sun has been buffed recently, but I don't know if it's Sun and Argus have been buffed recently, but it's not. Those are not like very flexible EXP roams because
the Khalid can roam, the Khalid can EXP, but when you go for a Sun or an Argus, you just narrow down to a late game EXP split pushing type of hero. We saw Argus, we saw Zilong in this tournament. Well, Argus didn't perform well on the match I casted, but Zilong did really well somehow. His team made the Zilong work well, so maybe the Sun can work. That's why they're gonna ban the Sun. Elsewhere, team Royal Manipur banned the Sun, and so we have the Team Phoenix banning the Lunox and the Carmilla. Lunox can shred down the tanks, and yeah, they do have like Lolita, but Lunox is still not like the most meta marksman. But if maybe they know that they have a very elite Lunox player in Team Manipur, so they're gonna go for the Lunox. And Carmilla, of course, like Carmilla is a really one of those utility tank roams that can wreak havoc with the blood connection. So yeah, banning out the Carmilla is a sensible option. And the last ban we have for Team Royal Manipur, the Padang is gonna
Okay.
be banned. Man, this draft phase is really interesting to say the least.
Of course, really interesting bands coming in from Royal Manipur, the Sun and the Badang getting out of the picture. Along with that, on the other side, we see a Lunox and a Carmilla. Carmilla, it's very, very understandable, but I don't really find the reason behind this Lunox ban. But like you said, there could be a very, very good Lunox user on the other side, especially because I see the name Susmita there on the other side, and we know how girls like to pick up mages, especially the Kagura and the Lunox. And with that, the Vexana has been locked in by Team Phoenix. A very, very good crowd control match, along with the damage coming in from the Cursed Blast, is a very, very good thing as well. Along with the fact that, the Vexana also carries the Eternal Guard, an extra front line that you might need, and it might come in handy during those team fights to distract the enemies. So, a very, very good mage pick has been done here, but on the other side, we can see them, Team Manipur, hovering over the Chow and the Eve. A very, very good AoE skills, of both the heroes, if you say. But let's see what they go with. They could go in for the Tigreal as well, along with the Atlas. They're flashing a lot of heroes on the screen, but their eyes seem to be fixated onto the Yi for their pick. But oh, they're hovering over the Fasa as well, and those are some really, really good picks for this composition. But I'm not really sure what they're going to go with. Okay, and we see the Farsa getting locked down along with the Tigreal. So okay, we might be seeing some sort of setups coming in. But now it's going to be the turn of Team Phoenix to pick up their EXP up against the Khalid. What do you think will work?
I would really hope for an Akai pick because that would be against the meta and it will also counter the Tigreal, but I don't think we're gonna see an Akai pick. We're just gonna see some like Hylos or Getot or maybe a Phoebus pick. That's what I'm assuming because now it's clear that Khalid is gonna be in the EXP lane and Phoebus is really good against the Phoebus is really good against the Khalid in the EXP lane. So the Phoebus is there. The Hylos is being locked in, yes. So the Hylos EXP, the EXP is Team Phoenix, we can see Team Phoenix is kind of tanky because of the Hylos pick now and the Lolita as well. And Team Royal Manipur, as we can see, they have a lot of damage, especially projectile damage coming in, which at least the Farsa's feathered airstrikes cannot be blocked by the Lolita, so they have that advantage. They pick that really well, and we can see that Tigreal is being picked. The obvious counters for Tigreal are Digi, Akai, and those kind of heroes that can just, like Minotaur, that can cancel his implosion, but they don't have any such heroes except Hylos can use his the Hylos can use his uh
Glorious
glorious
pathway.
pathway to yes the glorious pathway to disengage. But yeah, we can see like we I think it depends for Team Royal Manipur on the mostly on the Tigreal's engage and the Farsa's follow-ups and the Kali's raging sandstorms and all the Hayabusas and Grungers. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the land of dawn. This is match number 2 between Team Royal Manipur on the blue side and Phoenix on the red side. This is your caster Venom along with your boy Fredo. Let's find out uh, what happens in the second best of one match. So Fredo, what do you think about the draft? Any advantages, like obvious advantages in the draft for any team?
Well, of course, in terms of zoning potential, I do feel like both the teams have really good heroes that can zone out because you have the Khalid and the Tigreal on the other side, and on the other side you have the look at that Tigreal dealing a lot of damage onto the Vexana. But yeah, like I was saying, there are a lot of heroes that can provide a good zoning potential, and on the other side you have the Vexana's Eternal Guard along with the Hylos. So yeah, those are really good, utilities that you can use to zone out the heroes. So yeah, zoning will be there. But okay, it's an early first blood secured by Team Manipur.
Yes, and we can already see that the Clint is doing massive damage on the Granger, who's gonna pop up his flicker, and the flicker is down for the Granger, so he might be a target for the Suyu, but we can see the Suyu versus Hayabusa is not even level 4 right now, but he's gonna be level 4 soon though, I believe, and Suyu doesn't even matter for Suyu to be level 4, he has all of his skills when he's level 3, so yeah, that's the one advantage of a Suyu. We can see the Tigreal going in, but it's not gonna be of much effect because the Vexana is already in her turret, and they're pretty low right now, and however, the Hayabusa has his Shadow Kill, but he's not gonna go onto the Vexana. Elsewhere, we can see the
Oh,
Granger is really struggling against the Clint. Even the Clint is low, but that was mostly turret damage. So yeah, I think we have an idea what the gold lane is gonna look like for now.
definitely, the Clean has a huge advantage over any other marksman in the early phases of the game because of his first skill, which deals a ridiculous amount of damage in the early phases. Oh my god, this time Hylos might be getting caught. Feather Airstrike has been popped off, and 69 will secure the first, not the first, okay, the second kill for his teammates. And now that means they can't set up for the turtle without the enemy, being ready for it because now you have a member down on the other side. You don't have the level 4. And with that, it's a wise decision, in my opinion, from this Suyo to actually go for the cross map trade instead of this turtle.
Absolutely, because you're not gonna get the turtle if your Hylos is down. Your EXP is the main reason you can zone out the enemies from the turtle, and once it is out, you can't do much. And the Clint is pretty low right now. Maybe that Sonata
Oh,
is gonna catch it, but no, I think the Granger is gonna get caught. Both
oh,
the both the gold laners survive somehow. When we have an implosion gameplay, the feathered airstrike, is it gonna be enough? Yes, it is. The Lolita is gonna fall to the feathered airstrike.
oh,
But the Suyu goes for the play and he's gonna fall to the turret. No, he's gonna fall to the Granger. Man,
oh
these
my god.
kills are rapid.
Oh, in the EXP lane, though, a 1v1 battle happening. The Glorious Pathway has been popped off as well. The Khalid, though, will be able to heal up using the Quicksand Guard. And now he is the one dealing the damage, and he might be able to take down the high loss, but it might be a little bit too aggressive on his part. He does have the flicker to make the escape, but look at Lolita. She's sneaky. She wants to go in for the kill. And Khalid might be going down, still able to survive, but no! Finally, the Lolita able to get a kill, and with that, able to repel the damage coming in from the far side as well. Suyodo was planning to make a move, but he seems to be aware of the situation now. It feels like the Vexana might be caught. Mugi Shadow Kill coming in, but the damage has been distributed, but it's still enough to kill the Vexana. But finally, he'll be going down into the hands of the Suyo. That was a really, really long fight, I would say. And look at Lolita, just dishing out all the damage because of the shield.
Yes, Lolita is literally the perfect counter for heroes like Changi and Granger, as we can tell already. So yeah, issue with Lolita is that once you get CC'd, the Numinon Blast gets cancelled. So you have to watch out for that. And the Vexana is there like doing some poke damage onto Team Royal Manipur. We can see the blue buff is being taken by the Suyu. The Lolita is guarding it, and pretty much the turtle is on the top lane. So let's see who gets on top of the turtle. Looking at the jungler levels, it's level 8 Suyu versus level 7 Hayabusa as of right now. So I think the Suyu can potentially steal it, but we never know. We never know. It depends on the zoning out. Speaking of zoning out, we have a glorious pathway connecting, and the Hayabusa is gonna pick on the turtle. But the OG Shadow Kill is gonna be gone onto the Suyu as well, and the Feathered Airstrike is a counter play by the Farsa. And the Khalid is gonna pick up the Suyu. The Khalid has insane mobility, man. And there's gonna be a disengage. Looks like this was in favor of Royal Manipur.
And look at the Hayabusa making his way onto the bottom side, and it'll be clean falling down onto his hands. That was a really smart move, going with the river flow, making the fast rotation. Clean completely caught off guard there. And just a piece of advice: whenever the enemy takes a turtle, and if you're the goal laner, you can say you are 60 to 70% sure if your enemy is good, then they're going to make use of the river flow and come towards you because you will be completely unaware of them because they can rotate so much faster with that river flow. But now, Clean though was completely unaware of it, and that's why he got caught there. And now, okay, Lolita just blocking those shots coming in from the Granger. It seems like Team Royal Manipur are interested in that mid lane. Oh, Hayabusa
So
completely
most
misses
of
that
the
ult.
Yes, so like most of the shadow kill went onto the creep and it wasn't much helpful and the Luminon blast actually did a good job CCing most of the enemies, but there wasn't much follow-up. So but if you can see the farm difference in 6 minutes, it's a 2k, almost 3k farm difference, let's say it's a 2.5k farm difference, which I think is pretty good at this point of the game. But with the feathered airstrike connecting onto the Suyu, one of the
Oh,
feathered airstrike missed, but it didn't matter actually. The last one connected and took down the Suyu. And we can see the Gronder is pretty low as well, but he's being guarded really well by Susmita, like with the Tigreal. So yes, maybe it's just to like lure out the Clint, and the Clint is pretty aware of it though. The gold crab, however, is gonna go to the Granger.
oh,
We can see the flicker implosion missing by the Tigreal, and that's a big resource
oh.
up. But Raging Sandstorm with the flicker catches onto the backline and the Lolita. That was really beautiful by the Khalid. Even if the implosion flicker missed by the Tigreal, that was a good cope, like counter gameplay coming on from the Khalid, I have to say.
Yep, baiting the skills out first and then going in for the kill. And with that, it should be an easy turtle, but seems like the Suyo is lurking around the area. Khalid will be able to spot him out though, and will be able to force him out of the place. And now they will be able to get an easy turtle. Is the third one though for Royal Manipur. And with that, definitely they can look for more engage on the opposite side of the map. They have the river control, but seems like Hayabusa is more interested in the Vexana this time, not the Clint, and because of which the Granger will get taken down by the Suyo. That was a clever move coming in from the Suyo, actually going in for the Granger because he knew he could not take the turtle. So yeah, go for the goal laner instead. That's a wise decision.
Yes, we have to say that the goal difference as well is almost 4k right now. It's been 8 minutes, and Team Royal Manipur, they have really good coordination with their synchronization of all the Raging Sandstorms, the implosions, the OG shadow kills, the rotation as well. It's really beautiful to watch because in team fights they're absolutely dominating Team Phoenix, and it's clearly visible. Team Phoenix, most of them, like the even the Hylos is being like caught off guard in his own lane, and the Khalid is rotating to all the way to the goal lane, and that's why I think it's gonna be a really interesting late game. As we can see, the shadows connecting onto the Lolita already, but I don't think the Hayabusa is gonna follow up with a shadow kill. The Khalid, however, is going in too deep. I think that this was not the right. This was the wait feathered airstrike with that implosion from the Tigreal. Glorious Pathway is gonna be used, and the Tigreal is gonna fall. Hayabusa, however, gets the counter kill onto the Lolita with his shadow kill, but I think Team Manipur could have done. Wait, the Hayabusa might be in trouble right now. The Suyu is going in. The it just messes with it, but the Hayabusa
Oh,
went in. That was really risky from the Hayabusa, but now he has to disengage. I was saying that I think if Team Royal Manipur, especially the Khalid, it was kind of a misengage. They could have managed the team fight better this time, though.
yep, they could have done it better, but of course Khalid, he went in too deep inside the enemy territory without any backup on top of that, and that is why he will get taken down, and he will be, giving away some kills of his teammates as well to the enemy side. Phoenix got a slight advantage because of the enemy's mistake, but will they be able to capitalize on the recovery that they had? That is the question here, but seems like they're not making any moves towards the Lord. Glorious Pathway might be coming in. It will be the implosion landing first. Hayabusa is out of the picture, and now the Suyo can look for more. He's onto a double kill. He's looking for a triple. And it will be the Vexana taking down the triple. Look at that high loss. Completely zoning out the Granger. And look at that. Phoenix making a comeback happen. It's four members wiped out. And only the Granger standing. They take the Lord. They take the enemies down as well. Team Phoenix making a comeback. Royal Manipur throwing the game away.
One thing I noticed about the Farsa in this Lord fight was Farsa's feathered airstrike just hit once because she got knocked up by the Lord actually when just before she activated her second feathered airstrike, so you couldn't get much strikes in as her feathered airstrike. So wait, look at the Lolita though, just not even soaking up the bullet, just reflecting it back to the Grunder itself, like giving you a taste of your own medicine. So the Farsa couldn't like connect. The Tigreal had a good implosion onto the enemies, but the Farsa couldn't follow up because the Lord knocked her up, canceling her feather dash strike ultimate. So we have the Hayabusa killing onto the Clint. I thought that was a shadow kill being used. The Granger is using his Death Sonata definitely, and the Khalid is in the mix as well. They're pretty low. Team Royal Manipur,
Oh,
are they gonna disengage? Oh wait, the Granger gets onto the Suyu. that was completely unexpected, and maybe you're gonna see another play from the Khalid and Hayabusa in the meanwhile. But yeah, even when they're losing, they're kind of managing, like defending really well, I'd say.
Yep, but let's take a look at the number of stacks that the Grandeur has right now to understand how much more does he need. But for now, we are looking at the Khalid who is actually able to poke away the enemies. I thought he might be the one getting caught there, but it's the enemies who have made a mistake by following him. And now there comes the implosion onto the play. Feather Airstrike has done a lot of damage already, and now the Oogie Shadow Kill will not be able to kill anyone because the healing coming in is just way too much. Grandeur might be getting caught there, but of course he does has his Rhapsody to deal the damage that he needs. But now the Hayabusa, he does have his shadow still onto the Suyo. Decides not to go in, actually goes in and comes back. And yeah, that should be the disengage happening. But like I was saying, let's take a look at the items for now.
Yes, we can see the
And
Granger onto the BOD. But wait, look at that! Look at the map. The Suyu just going out of harm's way, and the raging defensive raging sandstorm and the Numinan blast connecting. But it's not gonna be a glorious path of it's gonna be popped up. The Hayabusa, however, has other plans. And who do we have here? The Tiger actually going in for the CC, but he's gonna get taken out. Meanwhile, the Hayabusa gets the kill on the clean, but he's gonna be counter killed by the Suyu again. So let's see, it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Team Phoenix, I would have to say. So I hope we're not looking at the potential throw by Royal Manipur.
yep, a potential throw. That's what they did last time. I hope they don't do the same. But of course, Team Phoenix could have capitalized in a much, much better way, but they were not able to do so. So, of course, in a game like this, it's bound, that your enemy will make mistakes, even you will make mistakes. But who is the one who capitalizes on that mistakes? They are the one who win. And now look at that Farsa getting caught by the Hylos
Yeah.
and the Vexana. She'll be going down, and it should be an easy lord here for Team Phoenix.
Yes, man. Look at the Raging Sandstorm. Perfect Raging Sandstorm. Just no follow-up, of course. And the Suyu is gonna get the Lord, and the Rhapsody is gonna connect onto the Clinton. Clinton actually, the Rhapsody is gonna get the Vexana as well. What do we have in the middle lane? Rhapsody again. The damage from the OED Shadow Kill. I think the Lolita is gonna fall as well. That's not gonna block the Shurikens either much, but like yeah, the defensive glorious pathway. The Hylos is fighting for his life, but he's gonna fall to the Grunger again, man. The Hylos I was noticing trying to like the Hylos just went in for the farce and got the kill as well. I'm pretty sure, but after that it was all Grunger, man. Late game Grunger, it's almost impossible to tackle against late game Grunger unless you have some sort of Reaper marksman in the form of Iritel or just some like ranged them. Wait, Numinon Blast connecting. Is the turret damage gonna be enough? No. However, the Tigreal was really took the risk and just pulled the wild. But wait, we're gonna see the Rhapsody kill onto the Lolita, and the Vexana's Eternal Guard is gonna kill the Hayabusa. So we're seeing like rapid kills right now. This can be anyone's game, but we have to remember that Lord is marching down the bot lane and the Tigreal is there, and I think Team Royal Manipur is gonna clear it really well. But it honestly, like looking at the turrets, you can see the mid lane inhibitor is gone for Team Phoenix, and I think that's a bit of an advantage for Royal Manipur, even if they have like more all the three inhibitors there, and Team Phoenix have like all the turrets except their mid lane is completely gone, and the mid lane has to be looked after by them because there's going to be a strong surge of minions going in from Team Royal Manipur. So that Feather Airstrikes is being used, but not too much effect, of course. Don't know what that was all about.
Well, just trying to zone away the enemy, it seems. Well, and they have been successful in doing that. They have, pushed away the enemies back to their own area. But like you said, the mid lane has been popped off. The minions will be much stronger on the side of Team Manipur. They have to be aware of that. But now the Tigreal might be looking for something there, but it does not really connect onto the damage dealers. He will be backing off. Next Lord is up in less than a minute, so we will be waiting to see if everyone will be prepared to use all their ultimates to take the proper team fight.
As we can see,
Okay,
another zoning out by the Farsa, but I think Team Phoenix can take advantage of that. They can see the Farsa using the Feather Airstrike, and they can just jump in after that because the Tigreal, even if he sets up, oh wait, concealed play by the Tigreal. Are we gonna see a implosion coming in? Because I can see the Vexana already has a Purify up as well, and the Clint is on a flicker, so he might have to be more careful because you just can't flicker out if the implosion connects onto you already. And the Hylos has revitalized. Everyone has their like everyone on both the teams have their resources up, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see some potential flicker play, I'm assuming, and Khalid just poke damage, trying to slow the enemies. Feather Airstrike connecting Vexana pretty low, and he's gonna be taken out by the Khalid. There we go, and the Clint is there. Clint is roaming freely damage, but Shadow Kill onto the Lolita is not gonna be enough. Elsewhere, we have the Hylos is gonna get picked up, but look at that, man. The Khalid going in without any backup, and he's gonna be taken out as well. However, the Hayabusa, he's in trouble. He might be in trouble right now, but the shadows are gonna be there for him. He's one with the shadows, and the shadows come to the rescue again.
Oh, yep, of course. The shadows come to his rescue. But of course, there is a Granger as well, dealing a lot of damage with those bullets of his, and he'll be able to get a kill onto the Suyo. Goes in way too aggressively, not even having the range. And that is why now the third Lord of the game will be going into the hands of Team Manipur very easily. And the fact that you don't have inhibitor on the other side, Team Phoenix, it will be a little bit more harder for them to defend this Lord.
Yes, absolutely. And usually, we can say that wait, glorious pathway. That was an implosion attempt by a Tigreal, but he actually got the Eternal Guard came in the rescue, and Tigreal is gonna be popped away. Now the Rhapsody doing continuous damage. I was saying like you don't see a marksman 1v1ing an assassin and coming out on top that often, but we saw like how the Suyu got taken away by the Granger just because how broken the hero is right now. And it's pretty late game as well, but the Farsa is gonna use the Feather Day Strike, and the Winter Crown actually popped on by the Suyu, but Hayabusa going in with the shadows again. He was aware of the timing of the Winter Truncheon, and he used it pretty well. But our team Royal Manipur, I think they're overextending right now. Team Royal Manipur, if they don't, it's like a 3v4 situation right now, so they have to disengage. The Hayabusa just came back in. Maybe he's going for the shadows again. He doesn't have his OG shadow kill. He does have it again. He can go for the Vexana, but they're going for Winter Crown now. That's the best play against the Hayabusa, but the Grandeur is gonna get the kill. He's gonna finish things off, and the Hylos is gonna get the Hayabusa because it's pretty low. And yes, the Hylos is probably gonna fall. I think so, but no, it's just gonna go out. No, the Death Sonata catching on to the Hylos, and we might be noting at the potential endgame here. But wait, it looks like Team Phoenix have other ideas. The Lolita successfully rhapsodying the enemies itself, it seems. And the Rhapsody actually helped to clear the minions as well. But Suyu is pretty low. They're taking a lot of risk here trying to just finish the game. Whereas they can just maybe sit back, but like actually they got the kill, and the Grandeur is on the immortality as well. So I think I think the match is already almost over, but we can never tell with matches like these.
Oh, this time it seems like it's over. The Granger immortality has been popped, and he does buy the Winter Crown as well. But there comes the shutdown secured there by the Vexana. How much can you survive? But of course, with that, there should be a disengage coming in because all the members are just resurrecting on both sides. And from now on, the team which loses members will be the one at disadvantage because in the late game, the death timer should be reaching the 1 minute mark now. So dying means almost like you are already surrendered the game because you won't be able to make it in time if the enemy tries to push.
Yes, and we can see the Hayabusa is actually a big problem. And wait, the Farsa might be in trouble here if to fly away. Hayabusa's wait, the Khalid is poking in again, but I don't think that's gonna be significant. But what's gonna be significant is the glorious pathway. The Gylos is just charging in along with the Lorditas, Nominon Blast connecting, and we can see the Khalid is pretty low, but his movements with Tigreal's counter implosion coming in. But that's not going to be enough because there's no Feather Airstrike right now. Raging Sandstorm was safe for this moment, and I think we're going to see a Shadow kill potentially, but I think they're too high HP to be taken down by the Hayabusa as of right now. But we have the Star Grandeur coming in along with the Feathered Airstrikes, but Lolita deflecting most of it, and still it's not going to be enough for the Rhapsody to take the kill onto the Lolita. As I was saying, Team Manipur, they kind of extended thinking that they could end the game, but yeah, they defended like well. One or the other member of Phoenix kept coming in and like kind of fending them away. But we can see like Farsa just getting the Holy Crystal as well right now.
Of course, Holy Crystal already purchased, so that means firepower will be only increasing from now. And high loss totally caught out of position. has a lot of HP, and oh my god, look at the damage coming in from the Clint though. We have completely ignored Clint while recognizing and acknowledging the Granger, and now the Clint coming into play, a lot of damage being placed there by the Clint. He will not be able to survive this time because the Granger again comes out on top. It should be an end. The Lord is marching down. They want to go for the base, and it's an easy game for Team Manipur.
Yes, it is. And the Winter Crown actually came in clutch for some time, but it wasn't enough at the end game. They completely dominated the match throughout, but they did. Team Royal Manipur, they completely dominated the game most of the time, but I'll say Phoenix had their moments as well. They had some really nice plays. The Vexana wasn't much helpful, of course. Clean did really well, just stayed behind the Hylos. The Hylos took most of the damage, and at the end of the time, the Team Royal Manipur had better team fights and better skirmishes, and they could just like they even defended well. The few times the Lord was marching onto their base. So with that, we have match number 2 between Royal Manipur, who got the win in this best of 1 series. They progressed to the 2-0 bracket, and we're gonna be starting match 3 after the short break. So this is Venom. Along with me, it's your boy Fredo. We're gonna be heading off for now, but stay tuned. We're gonna be back with more action in the third match. Stay tuned.
From the forge of creation,
Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I get up out in need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on. On and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. On and on and on.
prepare yourself. Not today, mystery.
In your eyes or your body, you don't have to tell me you don't care. I just need you to hold me. I just need you to show me anything. Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I get up out in need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on. On and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. On and on and on. It goes.
I feel the gravity pull and it keeps me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. I live my the memories fade, it's easing my mind. I can finally breathe when I'm closing my eyes. Never realized what I just could do, but now I know I'm better off without you. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all.
Not today.
I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I get up, I'm in need of us too. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. In your eyes, on your body, you don't have to tell me you don't care. I just need you to hold me. I just need you to show me anything. Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I get up, I'm in need of us too. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes.
I feel the gravity pull and it keeps me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. Wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I can feel the memories fade, it's easing my mind. And I can finally breathe when I'm closing my eyes. I never realized what I just could do, but now I know I'm better off without you. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. Wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be in need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. In your eyes, on your body, you don't have to tell me you don't care. I just need you to hold me. I just need you to show me anything. Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you all back to Prime X Brook tournament. We are having the match between Team Venom Esports and Team Blacklisted, and casting here will be your boy Fredo, casting alongside your girl Aswia.
So yeah, thank you for that introduction, Fredo. And yes, here we are between the two teams, and this is gonna be a good match. With that, let's just move on to the ban phase. I think that it will be the general bans which we see every time, you know. What do you think?
Of course, the meta-oriented bans will be coming in from both sides, but of course, these two, okay, we are seeing a ban getting missed out from Venom Esports. 50 seconds is more than enough time to do a lot of things, but it seems like it's not enough for Venom Esports to ban a hero. But meanwhile, on the other side, let's see what Blacklist have decided to ban out here. We should be seeing a very standard bans coming in. We could be seeing the Granger getting banned out here because we all know Granger is that hero that can actually solo carry the game entirely by itself if given the opportunity. So that is why let's see if the enemy decides to ban a Granger, or will the Granger still be left open for the second ban?
Well, Granger is like one of the kings of the gold lane right now. With the buffs he received, he is pretty viable in the gold lane. But then again, you can always pick up something, maybe pick up an assassin who can chase him down, pick up the Irrital who is kind of a direct counter for the Granger. And I really think that banning out a Fanny, Sushin, maybe even a Sicilian or Hylas might work in favor for them because all of these, and especially Joy, one of the assassins which I always make sure to ban out because she can be a menace. Alongside that, Fredo, even Harith has been rising up nowadays.
Of course, Harith, one of the best goal laners out there to pick up, but let's see if they're banning it out or will they be keeping it open even after this ban, because this hero, another hero that is so strong that it can snowball the entire game. And of course, the lane domination is also there. So yeah, you cannot really dominate the lane when you're going up against the Harith. And with that, we see the high loss getting banned here by Venom Esports. Very, very good ban, actually, I should say, because the high loss is actually one of those heroes that can easily zone out the enemy. And of course, it provides the dive potential as well because of the glorious pathway. So we'll be seeing that getting banned out. And let's see what the next ban coming in from Team Blacklist will be.
Well, they're taking their own sweet time, thinking, considering. Maybe they have done some research and maybe thinking, kind of struggling between respect bans as well as Armada bans. But then it will be a Hilla being banned out. Makes sense because she is the early game queen, and especially if the enemy has, or if you have an assassin jungler into your comp, she can be the one who invades and dissuade you so much. So yeah, really, really good hero for the early.
Yep, a really good hero for the early game here, indeed. But of course, the Hilda, it has been left open in quite a lot of games so far because there have been other heroes which can actually be prioritized over the Hilda, like the Gatot Kacha as well. Even the newest hero in the Land of Dawn, the Lucas, could also be banned out here. But let's see what they go for. And like I said, the Lucas getting banned here by Team Venom. And on the other side, I definitely expect the Granger or a Harriet getting banned. But which one will it be? Let's see what Blacklist decides to do here.
Well, true. Luke is being a good ban because this guy has a lot of sustain as well as a lot of control, especially with the way he transforms into that magnificent beast. So yeah, I think it's a great ban. And with that, the final ban in the hands of Team Blacklist right now might go in for Fanny, might go in for Joy, Granger, Harriet. The chip is also open. Gatot Kacha. What else? Matilda is also open, and if you are able to pick this. Okay, just when I said Matilda, she has been banned out. They do not want to give away the various team compositions that this girl provides.
Of course, you don't want to give the utility of the Matilda to any of the junglers or even the goal laners or any other hero that she can be paired up with, especially the alpha. So yeah, it has been banned out here. Let's see though what Venom Esports decide to ban here. I mean, sorry, pick up here. They can go for the Granger or even go for the Harriet, or they can even go for the Gatot Kacha as well for the EXP domination, for those AOG connections, which can, change the entire tide of the game, but they will be going in for the Harriet instead of the Granger or the Gatot Kacha here. So a very, very priority pick actually. The Harriet should not be left open at any cost if it is not banned. And they'll be picking it up. But now on the other side, let's see what Blacklist decides to counter this Harriet with. I smell a Kufra coming in, but what do you think, Asya?
Well, Kufra could be a great option, but then there are a lot more, priority picks they can go for. A Granger could be one, but then again, if our Harriet is going on to the goal lane, I definitely think he can win it out. So Zero needs to play it careful. He needs to maintain his distance, and especially Harriet is a hero who can close up that distance with the dashes he has. So yeah, let's just see what happens, how they're able to fight it out. And Joe being picked up as the second pick right there, and they have a green hero, Fredo.
Of course, the Chow is a hero that can lock down any single target, on the other side. So the Chow could be very useful here to lock down the Harriet once he runs out of his Purify. But of course, carrying the Purify does also mean that there's a potential threat that if you try to go in, you might be the one getting, countered there, and you might be the one going down because of the damage coming in from those chrono dashes. So the Chow has to be really careful when making in those Way of the Dragons flicker, Jeet Kune Do plays. But with that, let's see what team Venom Esports are deciding to go here. Okay, they lock in the low E, and it might be a rope coming in my opinion. It could be a jungle as well. Let's see though what they pick up here.
Well, just like you mentioned, it will be the jungler Hayabusa, and I think it's a great option because I was thinking that you really need a dive, someone who can dive behind the lanes, contest with the range that Sonara gives to our Ranger, and Hayabusa being one of the perfect heroes just to do that, especially if you are able to provide him the early game snowball he needs, then he's kind of unstoppable.
Of course, a very, very good pick here coming in, which in the form of that Hayabusa. But of course, I feel like the Link can actually do better when it's up against the Granger. But yeah, the Hayabusa is not a bad choice either. But let's see if it works out well for them. I do hope so. They are able to use this Hayabusa to the max potential. But when you pick up a Hayabusa, there comes the counter pick for the Hayabusa, the Suyo, which can easily immune the Shadow Kill, Ugi Shadow Kill coming in from him with his Soul Sever.
Well, I was just thinking about Isuyo and then they grabbed onto it. And then again, Louis, though, they have picked up Louis, and I think she is a perfect mage when it comes to damage. She has a lot of damage with that yin yang combos with her passive, especially the thing which actually makes sense here is the diversions which will be coming in. It will be making your rotations really unpredictable. So yeah, Ranger and even the mage, maybe the people they really need to be careful that because they might be the one next on the hit list, all five people just teleporting together, taking you down.
Yep, a lot of things can happen here with the compositions that we're seeing so far. And the fact that Phobius has been banned out, and as well as the Lucas, it leaves an option for so many EXP laners to be picked up here. I mean, Chow could still go to the EXP, but let's see if they decide to send the Chow to the EXP or will something else be coming up. The Katot Kacha still remains open, and even the Khalid could be picked up here as well. And the fact that so many heroes which have been buffed recently, like the Argus, the Sun, I definitely want to see a Sun, being played in these tournaments because I feel like the Sun has a lot of potential right now after the recent buff that he received.
Well, true, son. Especially towards the late game, he can actually melt down even someone as hefty as Hylos. So, yeah, just like you mentioned, a lot of potential onto the sun. But then again, there are a lot of ways to counter this hero, especially with someone like Louis. And if you have a Sicilian onto your ranks, then it's kind of a boon for him because he can just stack up even more. And with that, the banning phase all finished up. Two mages have been banned out from the side of Team Venom.
Yep. Let's see what they decide to pick up here. The banning phase has been finished with the Sicilian. It is a very good ban indeed. But yeah, there could have been better bans coming in. Let's see though what they go for a mage. All the possible picks have been taken off here. They could still go for the Aurora. And it seems the best option out there after the Sicilian and the. Okay, it seems like they're going in for a Novaria here. Yep, a Novaria being picked up here. The utility will be provided with the vision, and of course the damage will be there as well. So yeah, a good choice I would say.
I mean, of course, the ultimate is utility, but we do know her ultimate was kind of nerfed, and since then we haven't been seeing the warrior being picked up much often. So she has a lot of damage, but then again, it is a single target damage after all, and teams really need to be, the enemy needs to be pretty close by together if you want to give some AoE damage. So when it comes to comparing a Loe against a no warrior, I think the utility works out in the favor of Loe with the diversions, and also she has immense damage, especially with the lantern. She like her damage is kind of doubled. So yeah, I think they could have gone maybe for some more control onto the ranks because they only have a Cho when it comes to crowd control. And with that, just look at them going in for two hefty tanking right there. I mean, but it's my first time Lakai be going in for the EXP lane.
Yep, the Akai is really, really useful for the disengage because of his hurricane dance, his heavy spin, whatever you want to call it. Both of the skills can actually help you disengage or even engage. So yeah, there is a very good pick right into their hands with the help of this Akai. And of course, Chessman with the Tiger will be looking for those setups. And now it seems like Team Blacklist are hovering over the chip, one of the OG picks of the last meta. But this time around, with the damage, with the cooldown nerfs that it received, it has been, not been. We have not seen chip too often. And with that, they'll be going in for the ultimate utility hero out there, which can turn the tides of the entire team fights. Once that ultimate connects, it will be the Carmilla being picked up here by Team Blacklist.
Well, true, and whenever there's a Carmilla being picked up by any of the teams, I always say that team is kind of a high risk, high reward composition because you do need that ultimate on the cooldown for the setup before you actually dive in for the kills. And yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. I was just talking about they really need some more CC onto the ranks, and with the Carmilla it all fits well. But let's just see if they're able to execute it pretty well because I think the heavy spin which will be there coming from Akai can be something which can completely disengage the entire team away from, like, even if the curse of blood connects, if a guy comes in with his heavy spin, you can't actually go dive in and take those kills.
Definitely, the Akai is a very, very big factor here, which will be working out for Team Venom. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're already into the Land of Dawn. This is going to be the best of one between Team Blacklisted and Team Venom. Team Venom really experienced in the tournament scene. We have seen them play a lot of tournaments before this, and that is why I'm very, very aware of the moves that they want to play this game with. But let's see if Blacklist can surprise us with some amazing gameplay from their side as well.
I mean, true, and when we talk about the late game potential of both the teams, like side of Team Blue, they do have a Harriet, they do have a Louis, and then again, but when it comes to the side of the red team, they have like the Novaria, whose damage with the Meteor Strike will be pretty good towards the late game. And of course, Granger, who will just be, you know, stacking up as the clock strikes down. Meanwhile, in the
Oh,
EXP lane, just look at them.
yep. Two explainers brawling it out against each other. Nothing new for the audience, nothing new for us. But of course, something new to be observed is the fact that it's going to be an Akai up against the show here. So yeah, that is the interesting take that we can observe here. Oh, look at Navaria making her way to the EXP. It might be she also sniped down that Akai down to the last HP, but will not be able to do so as he recalls before that.
And one thing I really want to mention here is like I've been playing a few ranks and I have seen Akai being picked up in the EXP lane quite often recently. I don't know if some new meta emerging or what, but Akai has a lot of damage, especially since it is that HP based damage after all. But we do see some signs of skirmish growing up in the gold lane, and that's what you really need to do because you don't want both of these gold laners to spike up because they have a lot of late game potential onto their hands.
Yep, especially after the recent rework that the Granger received. He is actually a very viable marksman in the later phases of the game because he does not really have enough burst, but the fact that he can spam his skills a lot more allows him to compensate for that. And that is why in the later phases of the game, the Granger could come in really handy. But let's see though, both the teams are really stacked up for this turtle fight. Let's see who decides to engage first.
I mean, true. And then both of the junglers, the Suya as well as the Hayabusa, both of them require some snowball onto the grab. And if they start snowballing, no one is actually able to stop the assault which will be coming from the teams. But right now, I see both the teams just, moving around that turtle. No one actually trying to initiate that team fight which will be coming in for the turtle. They just want maybe to take down someone, but they are actually sure that they can take it up.
Yep, that is what we're looking for. Heavy spin will be used, but is it enough? Along with the Way of Dragon, there comes the Oogie Shadow kill. It will be Novaria who will be taking the turtle away. And now Harith has arrived onto the scene. He wants to look for some kills, but the team Blacklist will be very wise to disengage immediately.
I mean, if you did see that Curse of Blood was actually kind of wasted, that they were trying their best to zone people away, and especially the way the dragon actually connected there pretty well. But look at that.
Harith might be going down there onto the hands of the Granger. Rhapsody is still not connecting. That Sonata misses out as well. And Harith will be able to survive that 2v1 situation there. Purify being wasted as well there.
I mean, this is the boon of having a Harriet into your ranks because you think that you might be able to take him down, just one shot is required, but then one dash is all it needs. That lifesteal as well as that, okay, the shield saves him up.
Oh, but look at that. There was a shadow still placed onto him, and Granger will be going down into the hands of the Hayabusa. First blood secured at 4 minutes. And that just shows that both these teams are really playing it by the book. They are aware of whatever needs to be done. And oh, there comes the dash from the Louis with the flicker. But Chow dashes in as well and secures the kill with the help of his Way of Dragon.
I mean, this Joe and Noari are doing an impressive job. Really love how she's always there, looking out for the neutral objectives. She is always looking out into the map, grabbing those kills left and right. The synergy between both of these teams is actually pretty immaculate at this point.
Yep, and that is why we're not seeing too many brawls happening all around the map like we usually see in all the other games. And now it seems like the Hayabusa, he wants to make his move onto the Granger, but he's also aware of the fact that the enemy is also aware of his movement. So he will be going back to farming. But with that being said, the second turtle of the game is up in less than 5 seconds. And this time around, if let's see if both the teams will be trying to take it or not.
I mean, true, they are looking for that control over the area right now, and Akai actually doing a great job, but it looks like he's in a tight situation right there.
Yep, diversion being used as well. There might be a flank coming in, which Blacklist is not aware of. Tigreal making his move into the backlines. Hayabusa places his shadow at the right place. The Way of Dragon has been actually used onto the... Okay, but look at that. Retribution will be secured. Hurricane Dance, Heavy Spin, whatever you want to call it, has been used as well. Hayabusa will be able to escape even though Suyo got the turtle. And now we can see the Hayabusa still going in for more. It's a double kill for the Louis actually. And there comes the Death Sonata, and the Harriet able to take a trade on the top side with the help of the tower. But that was not really enough, I feel.
In I mean, so you did manage to grab onto that turtle. A great trade, but then again, you what this game is actually about is those turrets and the one who destroys the base first. So yeah, I think grabbing onto the turret is always something which I always prefer, and especially like even if you did grab onto that turtle, you lost so much. The double kill secured by Louis right there, you really do not need wanted to farm up. And if you do see how well the guy is performing, he knows his priority picks. He
Oh,
knows. Okay,
there goes the way of Dragon onto the Hayabusa. Hayabusa will get taken down, and the Yin Yang reaction dealing a lot of damage. It's a triple kill for the Churro actually onto a tank emblem. He can secure a Maniac, but it will be the Novaria taking that Maniac away from the Churro. But still, it's a team game, so it doesn't matter. They still got 4 kills in that, and now they have only the Harriet on the map for Team Venom.
mean, Team Blacklist absolutely winning out. Like, did you see how well that Curse of Blood connected from the Carmilla? And I think Louis did have a good positioning with the diversion, but no one actually went in to follow up from behind. Even she left her own diversion, didn't want to get teleported. So I think, and also if Chessman, Tigreal is a great tank, but then if you really want his implosions to land up, but as soon as he's trying, he's getting stunned or he's getting just disengaged by the heavy spin which is coming in from the Akai.
Yep, and those are the reasons why we're not really able to see a lot of those good plays. But oh my god, what a screen shake that was. And we see the Harriet going down there. Inzaghi Boilman still wants to go in for more, uses all of his shadows. Conceal has been forced out as well. And there comes the implosion finally, and Yin Yang reaction, dealing a lot of damage, but still not able to take down Curse of Blood healthy as well. And now there comes the killing spree from the Novaria. Carmilla will be going down. Inzaghi Boilman still already used up his shadows. He still does have the retribution. And yep, he will be using he will be using his Kogi Shadow Kill already onto the Novaria. And now he might be going down into the hands of the Granger, but there comes the Way of Dragon yet again. The Hayabusa still not going down, still surviving all that onslaught coming in. Finally, the sniping coming in will be able to take him out. The turtle will be secured by the Suyo. Oh, getting caught in the position there, very, very compromising one, that too. And that is why that diversion will be a suicidal diversion for Team Venom as 2 people go down on the hands of Team Blacklist.
I think the diversion was pretty on spot, and they could have taken that kill onto Novaria, but somehow they kind of showed themselves in the bush. So Novaria just caught up to it, and yes, they were caught up sandwiched between so many people, and their lives were taken away. And if you do see in that team fight, I think Hayabusa he managed to actually escape pretty easily, but then he shouldn't have dived in back again, giving one more kill to the enemy. This is not something you really need for them. At the same time, I think the Yellow is doing a great job with her yin yang combo. She's getting most of the kills right there. I mean, she's 4-3-1.
Yep, and again, the diversion play has been spotted out by the Novaria. And look at that, is a Way of Dragon with the flicker coming in, and Chessmen will go down. And right now, they're looking for more because they know a man is down. Harriet wants to go in for an engage. The Carmilla, though, will be able to escape using the flicker. But that means 4 flickers have been burned out on the enemy side, and now Team Venom can actually go in for an engage if they want. Oh, heavy spin being used just to make the disengage happen. Low E was low. They needed to protect her. And with that, Lord coming up in less than 10 seconds. First Lord of the game. Really important to see which team will be the one taking it. Oh, it seems like the Akai is still not able to escape, but okay, he finally does. But oh, the Death Sonata will be taking him down. Harriet still dashing in and out of his team fights. But will he be able to survive the onslaught coming in from this Granger? The bullet's still hitting hard. But yeah, he will be able to escape. Now the Hayabusa comes into play. Diversion has been used as well. Hayabusa able to secure a kill there. Curse of Blood coming in. Does not really connect well enough, and that's why they will not be able to make anything out of it. The Ramen Force being used again. Moon Knight gets a kill. There might be another kill into the hands of the Hayabusa, and yes, it is. The Novaria gets taken down. Now Team Venom are looking for the Lord. The Suyo, though, is still up. So let's see if the Suyo decides to go in for a steal, or will they be giving this Lord away?
I mean, I think it will be pretty risky if he goes in for the steal, maybe just try to defend the tier 1 in the mid lane. But then again, actually, Venom Esports giving the Uno reverse card right there, that team fight was really beautiful. I was going to say that Hayabusa is actually, his aims and also kind of not that impressive, but then he was able to take down at least Joe, who was being the absolute bone in contention when Harit wants to go in, or even Hayabusa. He is always there with the way of the dragon disconnecting someone. But when he was taking down, and of course, that diversion gameplay, that's why I always say that diversion can make the game or break the game. Just one diversion is all it takes to change the entire tide of the game, and that's what we're seeing right now. I mean, just even look at the damage which is coming from the Louis. She knows her priorities, she knows how to position herself, and I think the entire team is actually playing around her right now. But then one thing they really need to do is like take Harith with you. And we did see that how well that Harith was able to sustain and give damage in that team fight. You really need Harith with yourself. But look at that.
Implosion coming in. Curse of blood onto four members there. This should be the end for the enemy side. Team Venom. Four members connected and four members went down. Sorry, three members went down. Harith was able to escape though somehow. And now they will be trying to take that mid lane, but will they be able to do so? I don't think so. Harith all alone. Zaman Force being placed as well. Okay, Way of Dragon connects, but there is the Purify, but there will be a kill secured there. Hayabusa might be able to take a two kills actually, and yes, he does. He takes a double kill there, and now he will be escaping back.
You know, Harith just decided when there was the diversion gameplay coming in, he was like, no, that's a very risky position. I do not want to join in. And that's what happened because the curse of blood just connected and all were taken down. But then again, that's what I said before. Maybe just ask Harriet before you go in for the diversion. And because he's able to sustain a lot, it's been 12 minutes into the game. He does have that holy crystal, so his damage is really, really good. Plus, he can sustain with the dashes, with the shields he's getting. So you really need Harriet as well as the Louis onto the team fight. Maybe play around them, and then Hayabusa just goes in for the last kills, trying to capitalize on whatever low HP these two are able to give them.
Yep, look at that blacklist, completely aware that the Hayabusa is looking for an angle to place his shadow onto the Novaria or the Granger, and that is why. Look at that snipe coming in from the Novaria, able to take down almost 50% HP of that Hayabusa. And it seems like the Cho and Tigreal are having a friendly conversation inside the bush. But let's see how it works out for the second Lord of the game, the Enhanced Lord.
Roads, Onslaught coming pretty soon. Both teams just, testing each other, testing out the waters right now. The poking game going on, and I really love how Harriet is trying to just push it. trying- Like he's there all alone, but I don't think so. That was a good position to reveal yourself. But Granger, he will be able to close up the distance and the damage from Harriet. Okay, they'll just be disengaging at this point. But when it comes to the macro, I think definitely it is both like the team Venom Esports winning it out because they do have the link synced up. They are clearing it up, especially Harriet. They know that they really need to contest for this Lord. Whoever gets it might be able to get a lot of inhibitors. Like maybe reach up to the inhibitors.
Yeah, look at that Way of Dragon along with the Flicker comes
Mm.
in, but there comes the reverse implosion, and that's why you don't want to target a tank. And now they can go in for more, but it seems like they've run out of resources. But Harry is still able to dash in. Yin Reaction will be taking down Isuyo. And with that, there comes the diversion into the back lines, and it seems like the Novaria is unaware, and that's why she'll be getting caught there. Yin Reaction coming in along with the Hurricane Dance, and that heavy spin will be able to take down the show, and they can look for an end here actually, or yeah, they should be able to take down a few inhibitors, it seems.
And I think it might even be able to end it out because Carmilla as well as Zero will be back. Okay, Granger will be able to save it out. But that's what I was saying. A Harriet and a Granger. Of course, it will be Harriet, which will be losing. And just look at him.
Yep, it should be an easy end now, but oh no, minions still coming in though, and Suyo will not be able to defend it as Moonlight marks the base, and they will be able to take this best of one series away from Team Blacklist.
I mean, I did see it coming. Novaria is pretty good in the early game, and I do see that you took up Novaria to just spot onto those diversions, which will be coming in those pushes left and right. But then the game was so fast paced, especially towards the late game, and definitely Harriet getting the
Oh,
MVP as he deserves.
and look at the Tigreal, the sacrificial lamb of their side. a 3.0, but indeed a very, very brave performance by him, taking one for his teammates, and not to forget that one kick that the Cho put onto him, and he was able
Yep.
to turn the tides with that implosion. And Cho should be remembering this for the next game, that you don't want to mark a tank with those useful ultimates, because that means you're baiting out those skills that the enemy gets the opening to engage, and that is why the Hadit and the Hayabusa are able to make the best out of that situation and completely turning the tides.
I mean, true. And ladies and gentlemen, with this, we will be going in for a short break. Do stay tuned with us because there are more matches to come.
Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. In your eyes or your body, you don't have to tell me you don't care. I just need you to hold me. I just need you to show me anything. Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes.
I feel the gravity pull and it keeps me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. Wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. chase me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. Wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. gravity pull and it keeps me awake. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. And live my own life in a new galaxy. I can feel the memories fade, it's easing my mind. And I can finally breathe when I'm closing my eyes. I never realized what I just could do, but now I know I'm better off without you. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. And live my own life in a new galaxy.
एक गेम के साथ एक नई शुरुआत के साथ हमारे इस टूर्नामेंट के अंदर जो कि हमारे दोनों टीम हैं उनके नाम है हमारे हगीमारू, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग नेम के साथ आए हैं ये लोग। और हमारे दूसरे साइड में जो कि है लाफू, लाफू का भी नहीं सॉरी, लक्ष्मी चिट फंड LCF, जो कि लाइक अभी के जो टाइम में लाइक बहुत राइज हो रही है। लोग इनके नाम सुने जा रहे हैं बहुत सारे टूर्नामेंट्स पे और आप आ चुके हैं, तो देखा जाए जाते क्या बैन्स और पिक करते हैं दोनों टीम की तरफ से। और इधर हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि हमारा जो टीम है, जो ब्लू साइड की टीम है जिनका नाम हागी मारू है, उन लोगों ने बैन किया कार्मिला को। Yes, we know Carmilla is really good in the current meta and इधर से जुक्शिन बैन आ चुका है हमारे। और बाकी के जो जो भी बैन्स और पिक्स है बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाले हैं, तो हम लोग देखते हैं कि ये लोग कैसे पिक्स और बैन करते हैं और उनसे हमें क्या सीखने को मिलता है। तो स्टे ट्यून्ड, देखते रहे ये वाला मैच। तो लूकास भी बैन आ चुका है हमारे इधर एक्सपी, और फिर जंगल में लूकास बहुत ही तहलका मचा सकता है, तो ऑफ कोर्स इट्स ऑफ कोर्स बैन फॉर देम एज इन द मैटर राइट नाउ। सो बहुत अच्छा बैन हो चुका है इधर से भी। और हमारे लाफू का भी टीम का भी बैन आने वाला है, तो मे बी दे विल आल्सो गो फॉर एन EXP। देखते हैं क्या बैन होता है इनकी तरफ से। मे बी सिसिलियन बैन कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर वो लोग फ्रंट से चार्ज करना चाहे तो सिसिलियन में माइट बी ए प्रॉब्लम। ओके, मटिल्डा बैन आ चुका है, जो कि तुम्हें बहुत सारा मोबिलिटी प्रोवाइड करती है। तो यप, मटिल्डा इज आल्सो अ गुड बैन हियर फ्रॉम हमारे लक्ष्मी चिट फंड की तरफ से। और जैसे कि मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आप लोग देखते रहें, तो देखने पर पता चलेगा इनका पिक्स और बैंस कैसा है, उनसे आपको बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा। तो जैसे कि ड्राफ्टिंग फेस में हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे कार्मिला के साथ हमारा लूकस बैन आ चुका है, हमारे जो टीम हागिमारू है, और हमारे लाफू का भी बोल रहा हूँ बार बार, लक्ष्मी चीट फंड जो है उनके तरफ से हमारे तरफ आ रहे हैं बस, जो जुक्शिन और मटिल्ला का बैन। और हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि हमारे हागिमारू टीम्स ईएक्सपी को बैन कर रहे हैं ज्यादातर, जो कि फोबियस और क्लूकस है, जो कि बहुत अच्छा सस्टेन के साथ एक अच्छा हाई मोबिल डैमेज देते हैं, और लाइक मोबिलिटी को रोकते हैं वो लोग। तो यह मे बी वो लोग एक मोबिलिटी हीरो, चार्ज हीरो के साथ जा रहे हैं, जैसे कि हाई लॉस हो गया तुम्हारा, और फिर ईव, मे बी ईव हाई लॉस कॉम्बो, उनके साथ जा सकते हैं ये। क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम लोग देख ही सकते हैं कि उनके तरफ से कार्मिला बैन आ चुका है, उसके साथ फोबियस भी बैन हुआ है। तो लेट्स सी हमारे जो एलसीएफ है वो क्या बैन करते हैं इनके खिलाफ, और कैसा ड्राफ्ट रहता है इनका। रियली इंटरेस्टिंग पिक्स एंड बैन्स होते हुए यहाँ पे दिखा जा रहा है हमारे दोनों टीम के साइड से। और यहाँ पे बैन का 6 सेकेंड्स बचा हुआ है, और यहाँ पे आ चुके गटो बैन। ओके, नाइस बैन फ्रॉम लाफ एलएफसी एलसीएफ। वेरी गुड बैन्स, वेरी गुड पिक्स, एंड द फर्स्ट पिक हमारे होने वाले हैं, जो कि हागिमारू टीम की तरफ से हमारा फर्स्ट पिक आने वाला है। मे बी दे विल गो फॉर सर्टेनली मार्क्समैन पिक, फर्स्ट पिक हो सकता है क्या, लाइक ग्रेंजर। यप ही। ओके, फैनी आ चुका है हमारे, लाइक हमारे हागिमारू के साइड की तरफ से फैनी। एस यू नो, अर्ली गेम में बहुत खतरनाक, लेवल 2 के बाद अर्ली इन्वेड्स और अर्ली किल सिक्योरिंग, जो भी बोल दो आप, उसका डैमेज पोटेंशियल रियली हाई इन दिस करंट मेटा। तो यप, एस टू काउंटर फैनी, मे बी दे विल गो फॉर लाइक मिन सितार, खुफरा। सो देखते कैसा हो सकता है। खुफरा को बाद में पिक करना सही नहीं होगा, क्योंकि एस यू नो हमारे जो ये जो टीम है ऑपोजिट साइड में, वो भी कर सकते हैं फुफरा को पिक, और फिर छोड़ नहीं सकते, एस यू नो वो सब कुछ कैरी कर सकता है। तो यप, यहाँ पे आ चुका है हमारा हिल्डा का पिक, उसके साथ आ चुका है ग्रेंजर का पिक भी। ओके, नाइस पिक फ्रॉम आवर टीम ऑफ लक्ष्मी चिट फंड। और देखते हैं इनको काउंटर करने के लिए क्या लिया जा सकता है। एस यू मैं आपको बोल दूं कि लाइक हमारे हिल्डा को काउंटर करने के लिए एस्मेराल्डा इज अ प्रीटी गुड चॉइस। एंड एस्मेराल्डा के साथ कुछ और भी पिक्स आते हैं, जो कि हमारे होते एडिथ लेन को सस्टेन करने के लिए, प्लस हमारा क्या बोले, फोबियस। फोबियस तो बैन किया गया है, बट यप दिस हीरोज कैन रियली डू अ लॉट अगेंस्ट एंड हिल्डा। तो ये सब हीरोज आप लोग ट्राई कर सकते हैं हिल्डा के अगेंस्ट। और एज फॉर ग्रेंजर, मे बी क्लॉड अच्छा होता है उनके खिलाफ, उसके खिलाफ। ओके, मैं प्रेडिक्ट कर रहा था कि हाई लॉस आ सकता है, और जैसे कि मैं प्रेडिक्शन कर रहा था कि हाई लॉस के साथ 4 अटैक जाएंगे ये लोग। यप, तो हाई लॉस पिक हो चुका है इनके तरफ से, और देख ही सकते हैं Hylos with a vengeance and Vexana to have that crowd control ability. तो हमारे जो टीम है, जो कि हमारा ब्लू साइड का टीम है, वो लोग क्या करना चाहते हैं मेरे ख्याल से कि चार्ज अटैक प्लस हाई सीसी विद मोबिलिटी बर्स्ट, जो कि हमारा फेनी अर्ली में इनको कैरी करेगा, जिसको हेल्प करने के लिए हमारे वेक्साना पीछे से सीसी देते रहेंगे। और फॉर नाउ हाइलोस फॉर द सस्टेन। एंड यहाँ पे और एक भी दे सकते हैं हम यहाँ पे जेवियर को पिक। आई डोंट थिंक जेवियर इज अ गुड पिक अगेंस्ट ए फैनी। अगर आप काउंटर ले फैनी का लाइक खुफरा, तो यह हो स्पीटर तुम्हें कुछ दिक्कत हो सकता है फैनी के अगेंस्ट। मैं बोल के रख रहा हूँ, क्योंकि फैनी कहाँ से उड़ के आएगा, तुम कभी प्रेडिक्ट ही नहीं कर सकते। तो बी केयरफुल। तो देखते हैं इनका बैन फिर से शुरू हो चुका है। तो यहाँ पे इरेथिल को बैन किया गया है। एज फॉर नाउ इरेथिल इज रियली गुड इन दिस करंट मेटा। लेट गेम में वेंजेंस के साथ भी आपको मेल्ड करना, उसके लिए कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है अभी। तो एक और बैन आने वाला है हमारी टीम, जो ब्लू साइड का टीम है, हमारे हागिमारू टीम बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग नाम के साथ आए हैं। और फिर ब्राइस होते हुए देखा जा रहा है, इनको भी जॉय बैन आ चुका है इनकी तरफ से। और एक बैन आएगा हमारे एलसीएफ की तरफ से, देखते हैं इनका क्या बैन आता है। बहुत अच्छे अच्छे बैन्स किए गए हैं। और फिर यहाँ पे और एक हारित का बैन आ चुका है। मे बी दे वांट टू सीज देयर गोल्ड लेन्स एकदम। देखते हैं दोनों साइड के गोल्ड लेन्स को दिक्कत करने वाले गोल्ड लेन्स को उन्होंने बैन कर दिया, जो कि है हमारे हारित और हमारा इरेथल, दोनों को ही बफ किया गया है काइंड ऑफ इन दिस करंट पैच। तो यह दोनों को स्पैम करे जितना मिले। और इधर से खुफरा बैन आ चुका है फॉर फैनी। वो नहीं चाहते कि फैनी को कोई दिक्कत हो यहाँ पे। मे बी LCF यू शुड हैव पिक दैट खुफरा बिफोर जेवियर। लाइक अगर जेवियर के अगेंस्ट तुम वेलेंटिना भी जाते तो मे भी अच्छा होता यहाँ पे, बिकॉज यू गॉट दैट वैक्साना। एंड मे बी उनकी तरफ से एक और हाई CC वाला हीरो आएगा सामने जाके। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं टिग्रल पिक हो चुका है इनकी तरफ से। LCF की तरफ से मे बी दे आर गोइंग फॉर ए रियली हाई CC, बट अगर वैक्साना ने लाइक प्यूरिफाई के साथ वैक्साना आए तो मे बी टिग्रल को दिक्कत हो सकता है उसको पकड़ने के। क्या ग्विनिवेयर पिक किया जाएगा यहाँ पे ऐसे रोमर? मे बी ग्विनिवेयर, रोमर और व्हाट EXP। ओके EX, ओके ओके ओके। थोड़ा चेंजेस है इनके यहाँ पे। हाइलॉस ऐसे रोम है और फिर हमारा जो EXP है ये स्ले ऑफिशियल खेलेंगे। ओके नाइस। जैसे कि मैं बोल रहा था यहाँ पे एस्मेरल्डा बहुत ही अच्छा होता है हमारे इस हिल्डा के अगेंस्ट। तो यप एस्मेरल्डा एब्सोल्युटली जा सकते हो, हिल्डा का शील्ड कोई काम नहीं आता। एडिट भी जा सकते हैं। देखिए अब मैं जैसे बोल रहा था आप लोगों को बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिल रहा है यहाँ पे आप लोगों को, जैसे कि हिल्डा को कैसे काउंटर किया जाए। और लाइक अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर पिक्स वो लोग बैन करते जा रहे हैं। हाँ, तो दोनों ही टीम का बोल सकते हैं स्लाइटली एडवांटेज है दोनों के साइड के। एज फॉर नाउ मिड गेम की तरफ थोड़ा स्लाइड होंगे LCF की तरफ। और हमारे जो अर्ली गेम का पोटेंशियल है उसके बारे में बोले तो मुश्किल है। दोनों तरफ ही अच्छे लाइक अर्ली पोटेंशियल हीरोज है, जैसे कि सुयो हो गया LCF की तरफ से और फिर हिल्डा हो गया। और हमारे अर्ली के लिए हमारे जो हागिमारू टीम है उनकी तरफ हो गया फैनी प्लस वैक्साना। ये दोनों अर्ली में बहुत अच्छे वार करते हैं। और फॉर मिड यहाँ पे हम लोग एडिट को देख सकते हैं और उस तरफ से ग्रेंजर को। तो अब इस एन इक्वल फॉर बोथ ऑफ द टीम्स। जो जिसका मैक्रो माइक्रो अच्छा होगा वही टीम जीतेगा टीम फाइट में। तो हम लोग आ चुके हैं अब हमारे जो कि लोडिंग स्क्रीन में दोनों टीम के प्लेयर्स लोड कर रहे हैं अपने स्क्रीन्स को। और कुछ देर में शुरू होने जा रहा है उन दोनों के बीच जो भी बोलते हैं जंग या फिर अच्छा खासा एक इंटेंस मैच। दोनों ही प्लेयर्स, दोनों ही तरफ के प्लेयर्स बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर्स हैं। तो आई होप दोनों ही अच्छे देंगे, अपने बेस्ट देंगे। सो बेस्ट ऑफ लक टू बोथ ऑफ द टीम्स LCF एंड आवर हगीमारो। तो गाइस स्वागत करता हूँ आपका होस्ट मैं हुकूल या फिर बोल रेलिक्स। मैं आ चुका हूँ आपके साथ आपको होस्ट करने के लिए इन दिस लैंड ऑफ डॉन। इनका दोनों का मैच देखने के लिए मैं भी आपके साथ बैठा हूँ और देखते हैं दोनों के दोनों कैसे खेलते हैं दोनों की टीम। तो यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं जेवियर जस्ट पहले ही हिट में सब मिलियन को लो करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं जस्ट टू क्लियर इस SM। एंड टीरल उसके हेल्प करते हुए और वैक्साना थोड़ा लेट रोटेशन करेंगे। तो टिग्रल यहाँ पे विजन दे रहे हैं वहाँ पे। तो हाई लॉस उनको पोक करते बहुत ज्यादा लो HP कर दिया उनको। हाफ HP में आ चुके हैं हमारे जो टिग्रल मार रहे थे। और स्लो इफेक्ट की तो बात की मत करो, इतना स्लो तो मैंने जिंदगी में नहीं देखा, बाप रे। तो यहाँ पे लिथो की तरफ दोनों की दोनों टीम्स के मेंबर्स देखते हैं, बट इट विल गो एक टू द LCF। ओके लिथो हैज बीन सिक्योर्ड बाय सुयो और हाई लॉस यहाँ पे दिक्कत में हो सकते हैं। ओके फैनी चार्जिंग इन विद द केबल्स, 2 केबल्स यूज करते हुए यहाँ पे वेरी लो फ्लिकर यूज हो चुका है हमारे टिग्रल का। फर्स्ट ब्लड सिक्योर्ड बाय आवर सुयोस। फैनी ने भी मार दिया, दोनों ही रोमर्स डाउन हो चुके हैं। फैनी वेरी लो, फैनी का डबल किल हो गया सुयो को फैनी को मार के। और इधर वैक्साना किसी काम का दिखता हुआ नहीं मुझे, क्योंकि बहुत पीछे था वो और फिर एडिट कुछ कर नहीं पाए क्योंकि उसका भी लो HP लो था। तो यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं इक्वल ट्रेड तो नहीं हुआ। मे बी रोमर फॉर रोमर एंड जंगलर डाई। जंगलर मरा वहाँ पे फैनी जो की है। इट्स नॉट ए गुड डील क्योंकि उनका किल जो है दोनों किल्स हमारे सुयो को मिला। ब्रूनो यहाँ पे एग्रेसिव होते हुए ग्रेंजर के अगेंस्ट, उसको पता है ग्रेंजर के पास एनर्जी नहीं है। तो यप ही गोज देयर ए लिटिल एग्रेसिव खेलते हुए वहाँ पे देख सकते हैं सुयो फर्स्ट स्किल्स के साथ चार्ज करते हुए उसके फार्म को चोरी करते हुए। नथिंग टू लेफ्ट बिहाइंड, सुयो लेते हुए हर कोई फार्म। और देख सकते हैं ऑलरेडी लेवल 5 के हो चुके हैं 2 मिनट के अंदर। रियली गुड फार्मिंग स्पीड फ्रॉम द सुयो। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे EXP में दोनों के दोनों EXP एक दूसरे को मारते हुए हिल्डा हावी होते हुए हमारे एडिट के ऊपर। एडिट को थोड़ा मुश्किल होने वाला है फॉर नाउ। मैं बोलूंगा हिल्डा को लिए खेलने के लिए ना एडिट के साथ थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है लेनिंग फेज में, बट तुम्हें लेवल 4 का वेट करना होता है। हिल्डा dealing a lot of damage in there. Hylos just poking her out and टर्टल भी स्टार्ट हो चुका है। सुयो ने ऑलरेडी उनको हाफ HP कर दिया। टर्टल मिलेगा क्या सुयो को सेकंड के साथ रेट्रीब्यूशन, बट फैनी मैनेज टू चोरी करना जिसको बोलते हैं, फैनी उसको चोरी कर लिया है और फिर यहाँ पे ग्लोरियल पासवर्ड डाला, बट उसके अंदर कोई तो रेंज के अंदर नहीं आया। हाई लॉस भी अप है और फिर यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं फैनी ट्राइंग टू चार्ज इन बट स्टन खाते हुए, और फिर हिल्डा उसके पीछे भागते हुए, नथिंग टू लेफ्ट, भाई उसका पीछा छोड़ ही नहीं रहे, और फिर अल्ट के साथ मे बी ही विल गेट डाउन। ओके, हिल्डा ने सिक्योर कर लिया उसका किल। और यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं हमारे हिल्डा भी काफी लो एचपी में भाग रहे हैं, उसको पकड़ नहीं पा रहा जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ मोबिलिटी। बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग मैच हो रहा है यहाँ पे देखते हुए। वैक्साना, तुम्हें कुछ करना पड़ेगा अपना टीम को सपोर्ट करने के लिए, क्योंकि तुम्हारा जो जंगलर है वो मरता जा रहा है और उनका जंगलर फैट होता जा रहा है। और ईएक्सपी में बोले तो थोड़ा ईएक्सपी गैप भी हमें दिखने को मिल रहा है, बट नथिंग टू वरी, नथिंग यू कैन से, बिकॉज दोनों ईएक्सपी अच्छे हैं। देखते हैं कैसे करते हैं। एडिट में भी मिड गेम से शाइन करेगा। एज फॉर नाउ हिल्डा इज फॉर अर्ली गेम्स, सो यप, मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा उसके बारे में। और यहाँ पे देख ही सकते इन्वेड किया जा रहा है ऊपर से, मतलब छोड़ ही नहीं रहे फैनी के जंगल को। और यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं लेवल गैप्स दोनों ही जंगलर के अंदर। एक हो गया लेवल 7 जो कि हमारे सुयो है, अच्छा फार्म कर रहे हैं, और उधर फैनी थोड़ा मुश्किल में लग रहे हैं मुझे। यहाँ पे दोनों ही गोल्ड लेनर के अंदर बरस होते हुए, बट डैमेज ले रहे हैं हमारे ब्रूनो जस्ट बिकॉज द पोकिंग एबिलिटी ऑफ ग्रेंज इज रियली वेल विथ हिज अल्ट। और यहाँ पे वैक्साना भी बुश चेकिंग करते और दोनों को पकड़ लिया गया है, छुपते हुए टिग्रेल को पकड़ लिया गया है। और फिर यहाँ पे फैनी कैवलिंग यूज करते हुए हिल्डा उसका पीछा नहीं छोड़ रही, लाइक उसको बफ देने का कोई चांस ही नहीं दे रहे वो लोग। और फिर सुइयो बस उसके फार्म को लेते हुए लेवल अप आराम से करते हुए, अगर ऐसे ही फार्म चलता रहा तो एलसीएफ बहुत ही आगे चली जाएगी। यहाँ पे क्लॉस देख रहे हैं रिवाइटलाइज यूज हो चुका है हमारे हिल्डा का। बैक करते टिग्रेल का इम्प्लोशन, कोई काम करने फैनी को पकड़ नहीं पाए। एडिट ने भी अपना स्किल मिस कर दिया फर्स्ट स्किल। इधर कोई क्लैश अभी देखने को फिलहाल नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि टर्टल आप होने वाला है 4 सेकंड में। दोनों ही टीम नहीं चाहती कि कोई भी टीम अपना प्लेयर्स को खो दे। और फिर यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं मिड लेन को क्लियर करने के लिए बहुत अच्छा फाइट किया जा रहा है। बुश में है इलीगल भाई साहब अपने हाइलोस में भी। बैक्साना तुम्हें टर्टल में होना चाहिए यहाँ पे। फैनी वहां पे ऊपर अच्छा खासा देते हो, और यहाँ पे आ चुका हमारे जो गोल्ड लेनर है बुश चेकिंग के लिए। बैक रेंजर ने अपना अल्टीमेट फेंका और यहाँ पे पकड़े गए हमारे वैक्साना। वैक्साना को वैसे नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए था यहाँ पे, वो थोड़ा बुरा हुआ। ओके, हमारे जो फ्रंट लाइनर्स है जो कि सुयो और फिर हमारा टिग्रेल जाने नहीं दे रहे बैक लाइन को हमारे। ओके, वैक्साना ने लॉर्ड फेंक दिया है बट कोई काम का नहीं। यहाँ पे टीम फाइट बहुत ही मेस्टअप वाला, एडिट को सब लोग इग्नोर मार रहे हैं। एस फॉर डबल किल फॉर द सुयो, एंड यहाँ पे मे भी ट्रिपल किल आ सकता है। रैट इटरनल रैट नहीं खोला अपने एडिट ने, उसको अल्ट हबत नहीं खोला। मे बी मिड लेन को जाने देंगे वो लोग, अभी तो नहीं। एडिट रियली लो राइट नाउ। ओके, एडिट को ओ माय गॉड बहुत ही लो हो चुका है एडिट। मे बी द डैमेज वाज नॉट एनफ टू टेक हर डाउन। और यहाँ पे टॉप लाइन में देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे पुश हो किया जा रहा है ऊपर तो हिल्डा की तरफ, मतलब हिल्डा हिल्डा पुश किए जा रहे हैं। और फेरी के जो ब्लू बफ है, ओके इम्प्लोशन फॉरमैन सेट दे चुके हैं। और यहाँ पे नॉकअप के साथ यहाँ पे हो चुका है पहला किल सिक्योर्ड बाय द सुयो, सुयो बोलर सॉरी जेवियर। एंड यहाँ पे डाउन हो चुके हैं 0 फॉर नन, 0 फॉर 1 2 0 फॉर 2। और उधर ईएक्सपी में भी दोनों तरफ कलेश हुए जा रहा है। और इधर फेनी के ब्लू में इन्वेड खतरनाक वाला हो चुका है। और ये मैच हाथ एलसीएफ के हाथ में जाते हुए मुझे दिख रहा है, जितना मुझे दिख रहा है उतना बोल रहा हूँ। और यहाँ पे मिड लेन में भी वो लोग ले लेंगे। फैनी ट्राइंग टू केबल इन आउट, बट फियर इज समथिंग यू कैन एस्केप, जैसे कि उनका लेवल ऑफ फार्मिंग बहुत ज्यादा है उनसे। और यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं ब्रूनो इन ए रियली प्रेडिक्टेबल किलिंग स्प्री फॉर दैट हिल्डा। और वैक्साना का लॉर्ड किसी काम का नहीं, बहुत ही आउट ऑफ पोजीशन में हमारे हाई लॉस डाउन कर दिए गए हैं हमारे टीम एलसीएफ की तरफ से। और फिर यहाँ पे सुयो कंटिन्यूअसली फार्म करते हुए 6 मिनट हो चुका है, लेवल 12 ऑलरेडी हो पहुंच चुके हैं। और जेवियर का भी आइटम्स फिलहाल होने ही वाला है। और फिर यहाँ पे एक्सपी में भी हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि जो कि एडिट है रिकॉल बैक कर चुके हैं, आई डोंट नो व्हाई बट रिकॉल बैक कर चुके हैं वो। और देखने की बात है कि दोनों टीम कैसे, मतलब हमारा जो ये जो टीम है हगीमारू कैसे कमबैक करते हैं इनके इतने बड़े गैप के बीच। क्योंकि मुझे नहीं लगता कि लाइक अभी के लिए फिलहाल पॉसिबल है, क्योंकि आप लोग जैसे कि देख सकते हैं एलसीएफ बहुत ही प्रेशराइज कर रहे हैं। और इधर नीचे की तरफ जेवियर बचते बचते निकले हमारे जो हाइलोस है। मे बी हाइलोस एज ए रोमर इज नॉट गुड इन दिस केज, क्योंकि पकड़ने वाला कोई नहीं है सामने। अगर चार्ज किया तो सामने से चार्ज करके पकड़ने वाला कोई नहीं है, जो कि वैक्साना नहीं होगा तो उनको बहुत दिक्कत होगा। एज फॉर नाउ वैक्साना बस नीचे की तरफ रोम करते, सॉरी माय बैड, नीचे की तरफ रोम करते जा रही है। और टॉप में बहुत प्रेशर किया जा रहा है एडिट को, मे बी एडिट को डाउन कर लेंगे ये लोग। और एडिट इन हाफ एचपी, बहुत ही लो एचपी में एडिट तुम्हें निकल जाना चाहिए वहाँ पे, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं लगता तुम लोग उसको डिफेंड कर पाओगे। और यहाँ पे जेवियर भी अच्छा खासा आइटम बिल्ड करते हुए, फैनी कांट बी एग्रेसिव बिकॉज हर फार्म इज रियली लो टू गेट टू हिट दैट वन शॉट। और दूर से इतना पोक किए जा रहे एडिट को कि उसका रेंज ही नहीं है कि उसको कुछ कर पाए उन लोगों को। सुयो यहाँ पे डांस करते हुए अपने ब्लेड्स के साथ ओके चार्ज कर रहे हैं हमारे हिल्डा बैकलाइन की तरफ ब्रूनो को पीछे छोड़ने के लिए। मे बी ही विल गेट डाउन। ओके बच गए ब्रूनो बहुत लो एचपी में। सुयो विथ थर्ड चार्ज किल नहीं ले पाए, बच गए ब्रूनो थोड़े से एचपी में 10% पे हाईलोस मिड लेन को डिफेंड करते हुए। और फिर ऊपर देख ही सकते हैं हमारे जो ग्रेंजर है फेनिकल इंप्लोशन घोष दिया गया, वेक्साना को पकड़ लिया गया पीछे की तरफ, नॉकआउट किया गया बट कोई काम का नहीं। इंप्लोशन वेस्टेड, फ्लिकर वेस्टेड, बट बहुत ही लो एचपी में दोनों जा चुके हैं। और फैनी मैनेज कर चुके हैं हमारे जो बॉट लाइन है उसको पुश करने के लिए एक टावर के पीछे। और यहाँ पे किल हुआ नहीं हुआ, बहुत लो एचपी में बच चुके हैं फिर से हमारे जेवियर के अल्ट से। और दोनों ही टीम के तरफ बहुत, मतलब हमारे जो हगीमारू टीम है उनके तरफ बहुत ही बड़ा प्रेशर हो चुका है। हिल भी नहीं रहे उनके, उनको कुछ फर्क भी नहीं पड़ रहा कि यार तुम मारो मुझे, मैं यहाँ पे हूँ बट मुझे कोई असर नहीं होगा। और यहाँ पे ओके एडिट ने दोनों को नॉक आउट करने की कोशिश की एटर्नल फ्लो, बट कोई काम का नहीं आया। बट यहाँ पे हमारे जो हिल्डा है वो पीछा करते हुए, चेस करते हुए पीछे की तरफ, बट बैक कर लिया है हमारे जो टीम हकीमारू है। और बुश में हिल्डा हिल करते हुए मॉन्स्टर किल फॉर दैट सुयो। एंड यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि दोनों की टीम के अंदर बहुत ही गैप आ चुका है, गोल्ड लीड का, ईएक्सपी लीड का, जंगल लीड का। और बहुत ही मुश्किल होने वाला है हमारे हकीमारू टीम के लिए ये मैच को राउंड ऑफ करना। लेट गेम तक पहुंचा तो मे बी ब्रूनो कुछ कर सकता है वैक्साना के साथ। एज फॉर नाउ दोनों की टीम के पास आइटम्स भी नहीं बने। हमारे जो हाइलोस महाराज है उनके पास भी लाइक आइटम्स दो भी नहीं बने अच्छे से, जो कि बहुत ही खतरनाक चीज है। और एज फॉर दिस आई कैन से उनके सब टावर्स पुश हो चुके हैं। और यहाँ पे मे बी टावर शील्ड भी जाने वाला है, बॉट लेन का चला जा चुका टावर लेन। और फिर ये बहुत अच्छी बात है हमारे जो टीम एलसीएफ है। ओके एडिट को पकड़ लिया गया है और फिर एडिट को देखते ही देखते बर्स्ट डाउन कर दिया गया है हमारे ये जो रेंजर के अल्ट डेथ होना था और हमारे जो जेवियर के अल्ट है उसके वजह से। और फिर यहाँ पे अपना जो हाइलोस का अल्ट को चार्ज कर दिया गया है, बट किसी काम का नहीं। वहाँ पे हाइलोस के अल्ट को चार्ज किया गया बस टावर को बचाने के लिए, बट किसी काम का दिखता हुआ नहीं। मिड लेन पे फिर से प्रेशर आ चुका है। बेक्साना का पोजीशन बहुत ही खराब, पीछे से आ सकते हो बेक्साना, वहाँ पे मत रहो तुम। और में हाइलोस ऊपर से क्लियर करते हुए हाइलोस टैंक तो कर रहे हैं बट उनका टीम जो है ना डैमेज लेकर है। जेवियर किलिंग स्प्री पे आ चुके हैं और फिर उसको भी फार्म बहुत ज्यादा हो चुका है यहाँ पे। और यार मैं एडिट को देख रहा हूँ वो कुछ कर नहीं पा रही। एज फॉर नाउ शी इज लाइक रियली स्क्विशी। और जेवियर्स बस दरादर मारते जा रहा है। द एक्सपी गेव वी कैन से विदाउट एनी लॉर्ड वो लोग मिड टावर को लेने पे कामयाब हो चुके हैं। हमारे एलसीएफ घुस रहे हैं, हाइलो चार्ज करते हुए, चार्ज भी नहीं कर सकते। देखते ही देखते हाफ एचपी तक डाउन कर चुके हैं हमारे जो हाइलोस को। रियली बैड फॉर टीम हगीमारू। एंड हमारा बॉट टावर भी जाने वाला। हाइलोस बहुत ही परेशानी में यहाँ पे, तुम जाना नहीं चाहोगे। टिग्रेल ने खींच लिया अपने चार्ज अटैक की तरफ। हाइलोस बहुत ही डाउन होने वाले, रिवाइटलाइज यूज हो चुका है और यहाँ पे सुयो चार्जिंग कर चुके हैं और भी बहुत लो एचपी में हमारे एडिट शील्ड के साथ बचे हुए हैं थोड़े थोड़े। और पीछे देख सकते हैं सुयो ने वाइप आउट कर दिया है। डबल किल फॉर दैट सुयो। वैक्सा ट्रिपल किल मैनेज कर लिया उसको लेने के लिए। मे बी ग्रेंजर ने भी डाउन कर दिया और इट्स द एंड फॉर द टीम हगीमारू आई गेस, क्योंकि यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं मिनियंस घुस चुके हैं। फैनी ट्राइंग टू प्रोटेक्ट देयर बेस, अच्छा केवलिंग करते हुए फैनी, बट कोई काम का नहीं दिख रहा मुझे। बेस बहुत लो एचपी में और फिर डाउन हो चुके हैं बेस के साथ। और इसके साथ हमारे विनर हमें मिल चुके हैं हगीमारू। आप नेक्स्ट टाइम अच्छे ट्राई करना, बट एज फॉर नाउ एलसीएफ हमारे लक्ष्मी चिट फंड यहाँ पे विनर हो चुके हैं, जो कि बहुत अच्छी बात है। कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन टू एलसीएफ एंड एम आपका कास्टर कूल। तो आपसे विनती लेना चाहूंगा इस मैच के लिए, तो स्टे ट्यून फॉर द नेक्स्ट मैच तो नहीं बोलूंगा, नेक्स्ट ड्रॉस। ओके, थैंक यू।
Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I get up, I'm in need of us too. Got a ticket to nowhere.
feel the gravity pull and it keeps me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. And live my own life in a new galaxy. I can feel the memories fade, it's easing my mind. And I can finally breathe when I'm closing my eyes. I never realized what I just could do, but now I know I'm better off without you. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me that everything's alright? Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be in need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. In your eyes, on your body. You don't have to tell me you don't care. I just need you to hold me. I just need you to show me anything. Lose my mind and I'm falling for you. I can't help but be in need of us two. Got a ticket to nowhere. When the fighting is over, it goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on, on and on and on. It goes.
I feel the gravity pull and it
Okay, hello guys. My name is Brook and I will be going to draw the Swiss stage 20 bracket for the January 2nd. I will only draw two matches for 2nd January and two matches will be done in, you know, uh, yes, that's it. Okay, so yeah, let's start the draw. Let's see who will play in the 2nd January 20 bracket. So first game will be played by Team Royal Manipur. Okay, so who will be their opponents? Let's see. Oh, so yeah, it will be very interesting match. It will be Royal Manipur versus LCF who will play on 2nd January 2025 in the new year, first game. Okay, so yeah, these two people will play on yeah, 2nd January 2025 as well. Yep. So yeah, we will now add. Wow. Let's add 0 to bracket first. Only four entries, na. And last we will draw 1-1. So yeah. Let's add 02 bracket. Which game will be held on 6th January? I mean 6th January, not 6th January, 3rd January. That will be our day 6. Okay, yeah, so ISIS Spice. Okay, level 10 gets here. Team Infinity as well as USSR. So yeah, this people is on currently on 02 bracket, brick of the elimination. So yeah, their matches will be held on 3rd January. Let's go. Who will play at 3rd January? Let's spin it. Okay, so I think it's just yep. It's ISIS Spice. I am currently freezing. God, it's too cold right now. So yeah, ISIS Spice is our first team who will play at 3rd January. Let's see their opponents. Okay, so yep, it's Team Infinity who will face against Team ISIS Spice in 02 bracket. So yeah, let's not spin it again. It will be the battle between Level 10 Gyat versus Team USSR, which will play the last game at 3rd January. So let's head into the 01 bracket. So in the 01 bracket, okay, so not a 01, sorry, it's a 1-1 bracket, my bad. So 1-1 bracket match, two games will be played at I mean 2nd January, and two games will be played at 3rd January. So yeah, that's it. We will send picture soon enough, so you will understand it properly, which matches we will play when. But for now, we will just draw. So first two matches will be played on 2nd January. So let's see. Okay, so I think it's the last entry. Okay, so yeah, this is 1-1 bracket now. Let's go. Okay, so who will play the first match? It will be Team Phoenix who will play the first match of 1-1 bracket at the 2nd January. Let's see their opponents now. Oh, so yeah, this will be the interesting match. Why the 2nd January matches are so interesting? Okay, it's Hagemaru who will play against Team. Who was they? They are only Phoenix. So yeah, they will play at 2nd January. Let's go. Second match of 1-1 bracket. Okay, why so serious? Why so serious? We'll play the second game of 1-1 series in 2nd January. So who will be their opponents? Oh my god, so interesting. So it's a Fusion Prime who will play at 2nd January. It's a very interesting matchup, guys. GG's. So yeah, now, oh, okay, we have a spin already. So yeah, we will get the Kurai Kaze who will play at 3rd January. First game, it will be Kurai Kaze. Let's see their opponents now. We will play at 3rd January. First match, 1-1 bracket. What the fuck? So I accidentally cursed them, guys. So yeah, eliminators will be their opponent in the first match of 1-1 bracket. So yeah, okay. So the last match will be between GG Sport and Blacklisted. So yeah, this concludes everything in the Swiss format. You will get proper fixtures tomorrow. So yeah, this is it, guys. This is for it for stream as well as our today's match. Everything is settled out. All games are over as well as our Swiss format draw. And now I am thankful to our streamer as well as caster who casted today. So yeah, this is it, guys. We will come back on 2nd January 2025 as a new year, and we will hold a short giveaway at 2nd January as a new year gift by me. So yeah, do join our stream to that day. So this is it, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. I'll taking my leave. GG.
Gravity pull and it keeps me away. I would rather be here, lonely in space. I've made up my mind, I just wanna be free. I live my own life in a new galaxy. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing at all. I'm taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy. The memories fade, it's easing my mind. I can finally breathe when I'm closing my eyes. I never realized what I just could do, but now I know I'm better off without you. I wanna be weightless in the silence of the night sky. I wanna free fall into nothing. Taking the moment, starting all over. I wanna be free and live my own life in a new galaxy.
Got a ticket to nowhere. Come and fly away with me tonight. Can you stay till the morning? Can you tell me